Good evening, one and all. It's Sunday, it's the end of the week, and that of course means we're tuning in to some more of our favourite game. It's some good old Warframe. Hello everyone, how are we doing today? Welcome in. Hello there, Kahl and Kuva. Hello there, Spaghetti. Hello, Elliot. Hello, Korokop. Hello, Flowing Thoughts. Hello, Bismath. Hello, Chick Noodle. Hope you're doing well where you are around the world, even if they're annoying. How we all doing? So, as the stream title would suggest today, I am looking at both Kahl and Kuva. Now, they're not related. I tried to think of some kind of relation between them we could talk about. Maybe, you know, bits and pieces between, I don't know, both posed in the queens in some way, but it just doesn't quite work. Korokop saying can't redeem? What do you mean you can't redeem? What do you mean you can't redeem? Let me have a look here. Looks all fine on my side. Maybe you need to refresh the stream. Maybe that's what's up on that one there. Kahl secretly addicted to Kuva? Somehow I doubt it. You never know, but I doubt it. Yo!
Let's get some good maths going today. Keep up the great work.
Good overclock. Thank you very much for resubscribing on to 7 months and also reminding me that the ticket's not working. Let me just grab that in 1 second here. Apparently I did not hit start on that. There we go. That should be working now, although the bot didn't tell you that the ticket wouldn't work, which concerns me. But it's working now, so there we are. It's all fine. It's all fine. Alright, this is the bit where I can't see the stuff. Korokop, yeah, you need to refresh the stream. That's what it is. If it says you can only do it during a stream, refresh. You got here too early. That's what it was. The Gorilla, thank you very much for the 7-month resub. You're awesome. Always having a good day? Yeah, the bot's back to work. The bot took some time off, yeah, had a holiday, January holiday, don't usually book out much stuff for that, so there's usually loads of availability to get that approved. It's just they never ran it by me. So, yeah, the bot had an impromptu holiday. But it's fine. It's fine. Which cringe ad? Well, Daitai, at the very least, there's two bits of good news for you. One, that's the last ad you should see today on this stream because you're here now. And two, if you don't want to have to worry about that in future, we've got multiple ways that you can get around that. Multiple ways. You can get around that by subscribing with Prime. You can get around that by subscribing directly yourself. You can get around that by smiling nicely at someone else and seeing if they'll give you one. Various options available to you there, Dai. Absolutely. But in any case, Korokop saying still won't work, refreshed it 3 times. You might need to do an actual proper refresh, not just like quick refresh the browser, but close and reopen browser or something. Looks fine on my side. Right, let me just redeem to verify that. Never mind. No, something went wrong. Yeah, no, that's a good one. Mine didn't work either. Never mind, it looked like it was going to work. I don't want to hit the redeem just for the hell of it, but no, that's a good point. Okay, let me turn it off and on again. You know, that always works, right? Let me turn it off and on again. Hydrate, disable, re-enable. Shows as new. Can only do it during a stream. All I ask is that for something to not go wrong in one of my streams, just to have a nice, smooth, issueless stream, please. Oh well, whatever. Technology. We wouldn't be here without it. God damn, does it make us regret we have it. Alright then. Guess we're not doing hydrate today. I will just occasionally hydrate myself. There we are now. Good vibes are hydrates today. Thank you, Gorilla. That works. Good vibes are hydrates. I have no idea why some work and some don't, but yeah. I was talking about Skynet being unreasonable last stream, Twitch heard it. It's still unreasonable. This just further shows that Skynet couldn't work because it'd be too busy just breaking. Will the prediction work? We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out. Looks like I managed to get a little bit of tea on the handle of my mug today. That's a... I did come up the stairs a little bit quickly with that. I thought I'd bopped it up, but I now have wet fingers. That's amazing. Whoops. Well, not like wet, dripping wet, but yeah. Whoops. Oh well. In any case, I think we should just get on. First of all, Korokop, thank you for all the good vibes. I think we should get on with a little bit of sortie action, don't you? What have we got for today's sortie? We have indeed a spy with radiation hazard, an excavation with enemy physical enhancement, and a mobile defense with enemy elemental enhancement. Okay, a lot of damage type fuckery going on today. But a spy, Uranus, Lavos, name a better trio. And let's bring in some peeps for that. Chick Noodle wants to be part of the sortie. Zom would like to be part of the sortie. Several Rage, part of the sortie as well. Boom. Instant squad, just like that. Let's bring us all together. The sabotage of your hydrate streak. I mean, we're doing it through the good vibes, Karagop. We're doing it through the good vibes. And because you redeem good vibes, you also now need to have good vibes yourself. Therefore, you cannot demand an inspection. Checkmate. We're going to head straight on into this spy and get the day cracking. Love to join the squad. Already done the sortie. You got a rifle ribbon? Well, you've already done the sortie. It's all fine. We got a squad. It's all good. We're going to pop on and through. Noodle's bringing the super parkour for Runa. Oh, okay. Making good use of that passive right there, it sounds like. Varuna's invisibility is a bit of an interesting one because it is invisibility, but you just can't use it aside from positioning, and it's relatively short-lived. It's not like Ash short-lived, but it's still pretty damn short-lived. Wait. Huh? Wait, what? Okay, it's... Ah, okay. Alright, that... It's an underwater one, okay. That one threw me for a loop for a second there. That threw me for a loop. Good that I looked at the minimap. Just a dead-end door. The waypoints themselves were just like, huh? There we go. God, there's a lot of green on this one today. That door isn't powered? It seems to be. Seems to be. You know, hearing alarms the second I pop into here, not great. Also, why is every enemy already soft alert? I shouldn't be coming into a spy vault with every enemy on soft alert already. That's just... No. It's cheating. How am I supposed to do a spy vault if everyone knows to look out for me? Oh, God. I can't believe that actually worked. I thought I was going to hit a laser for certain there. I genuinely figured I was going to hit a laser right there. That actually was... right, I think brain. I'll take it. And now these two can just explode. Thank you. Not the smartest way to do that, but I got there. Undetected lava sack, we'll take it. Brain Dog saying, have you tested Smeeter Charm for your myth-busting series? Lots of rumors about how to maximize it. Well, I've actually done a Smeeter Charm video, my dude. I don't need to do a myth-busting on that. I got a whole ass section on that one. But have a watch through that. I should probably cover almost everything, if not everything that you're looking for right there. If there's a bit I've missed, let me know. Exclamation mark Smeeter... I was going to say should give you the link, but Karacopper's just shown me otherwise, so... Charm. Exclamation mark Charm. Maybe that'll do it. There it is. Thank you, Ladybug. That's what we needed. 5 points to Ladybug. I don't know what the points are, but you just got 5 of them. Hurrah. Operative form really changes stealth and vaults in this game? A little bit, yeah. You get stealth, but it doesn't go through lasers. I just got lucky in dashing between them there, which is what I was trying to time it for. I just didn't think it'd work, to be honest. Yeah, Operator does add some stealth mobility, but not its limitations still. Is the Probosco Sonos still good? Yes. It's just that a lot of people don't want to use the grouping up aspect of it, which is a large part of the weapon. They feel like they can do other things with other weapons. But it's still really good. If I was invisibility is really pretty, it is, yes. The variation in invisibility in this game is quite interesting. How Whisper's just particles coming off her, how Ash just goes away, Loki tints his screen, Ivara becomes this sparkly, just cosmic appearance to her. Loads of different types of invisibility in this game. How can the grenade detect our void mode, though? Our void mode makes us invulnerable, not undetectable. That's how. Lasers are better at detecting things than just pure optics, is what I can guess. You know, they detect when there's shimmers or alterations, when the frequency doesn't come through as expected, whereas the pure vision, you just need it to look good enough that you know, the average person just can't tell. Can't wait to talk about the Kuva. Yeah, that'll come after the Kahl mission today. I felt like doing the Kahl mission on stream today, so we'll do it after that. Excavation. Right, I'm switching. Lavos is a great frame, but Excavation, he's not so great at. Let's be real now. He's not so great when it comes to Excavation. I could throw out Radiation, but just not enough to keep everything off it. The Excavators kind of like to go pop, so I'm going to bring out Frost. Is there a Kuva shortage? Only in your inventory. Some of us are alright. Alright, Excavation, let's get cracking. Also, we have a little bit of Talrega taunting. Hello there, Does. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, Brownie say, love your videos. Came here to show my appreciation. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on in to the Twitch channel. I hope you stick around and enjoy just as much of the videos. Welcome in, Salty. Also, salty brownie. I don't know if I've ever had a salty brownie. Then again, I usually avoid brownies because chocolate, they don't go together very well. It ends badly, chat. It ends badly.
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Alright. Let's bring Frosticle. We've got a Gar in the squad. I didn't have a look as to who else is on the squad, but we'll figure it out as we go. Amprex kind of go burr. Alright. Bubble. Oh, looks like I've still got my effects turned down. Let me turn that back up. Otherwise, we won't be able to see. Never mind, I have got them turned up. Oh, where's my bubble so faint? How is Smeet already dying? What is that? We literally just died of the mission. Do not die when we just died.
The excavator has lost power.
Alright, let's see. What have we got in the squad? We've got Mace, Protigara. Oh, that is a nice combination. This is a solid squad to have right here. And we got a load of power cells. Excellent. I guess I'll start bringing them over. Can't see it great from inside. I suppose that's a good thing, really. You don't want it really blocking your vision. I don't know, I feel like Frost Bubble's normally more obnoxious than that, especially if you've got a golden enemy color. It works, I suppose. Unintentionally. I'll take it. Just like this guy takes a laser to the face. It's not like the Kahl mission to download Ninja in Space to not be a Ninja in Space. I mean, that's fair. That's fair play, bots. That is absolutely fair. I think if it weren't for the Archon Shard, the Kahl missions would see a lot less activity. I don't know what the actual figures are, but that would be my suspicion. Likewise, the actual Archon hunts would see a lot less activity if it weren't for the Archon Shards. But I suppose you can say the same about a lot of this game. Like, if more of the game existed without purpose, without rewards, it would just wouldn't destroy. Did this one get destroyed? Huh? I wasn't paying proper attention. I thought, you know, bubble, everything okay. Did that one get destroyed? Because if so, that's a bit confusing. Yeah, it must have. 75, yeah. There's no other explanation. That one got popped. Ah, let me just freeze all of them so they can't do shit. What modifiers in this mission? Bonus slash on the enemies, which shouldn't make them that much stronger. And it's just slash damage, doesn't mean slash procs. And I don't think you can proc an excavator anyway. So, I don't know on that one. Hello, Raptor. Things are going good. Went out with a fam today. Bit of a walk. Lunch out to the cafe. All good stuff. Absolutely zero work. That's all good. Hello, Penguin. Good morning. How you doing? I do like that we're at a good part of the year for time zones between here and New Zealand. I do like that.
We need another power cell for the excavator.
Oh, C has been activated. I might as well pop over here. I can put a bubble on this as well, so. One of the beauties of Frost, double bubble. Bubble trouble. Now let's go get some more power cells if we can. Oh yeah, look at that. They're all just popping out. There we are. B completed successfully. C has got 40% power, but it needs another one in there. Smeet is dying again. We'll just leave that to happen. I had cats annoying you all night. Oh, yeah, cats can be quite annoying. Although for me, it was actually my fire alarm recently. Damn thing decided it was low battery power at 6 in the morning. That was a bit rude. Bit rude. I don't have a companion equipped. I've just realised there's no carrier. Oops. Can't you tell I did a thumbnail recently? Ross looks like you would do some with some casting speed. Yeah, he might do well with some. I was also thinking of giving him a health regen shard because he doesn't have natural health regen himself. I was thinking a health regen, maybe a casting speed one, yeah, a little bit hero there to help power him up a bit. That excavator should survive 5 seconds on its own, so I'm going to just leave it and hope for the best. Do I have a spear of link armor? What? Oh, a spare of link armor. Spare. I might have one rolling around, but I'm not in the process of trading right now. Your best bet will be to go to the website warframe.market, and you'll be able to find someone who is selling that mod. Or speak to your clanmates. And if all of that fails, you got transmutation too. Loads of different ways you can get a hold of that, but asking a streamer who's in the middle of a mission to trade you a spare, yeah, it's usually not going to work out in your favour, not going to lie. Alright, let's keep this thing powered. Needs a couple more in there. I'll grab this one. Lovely. He is nice and full. Hello, Kanak, how you doing? Are we doing the Archon? We've already done the Archon this week. This is just normal sortie. Already done the Archon. I ain't done the Kahl mission though. Hence, you know, Kahl. Alright, let's see. So E is fully powered, but it's still got quite a bit of time on it, so I'll stick around to defend it for now. We'll stick in the area. Oh, I love how the Amprex works. Is reset already? No, it's still Sunday. Still Sunday today. Resets tomorrow. Anyway, so I only recently found out Nezha's Safeguard Augment gives 90% damage reduction and status immunity to others. But when it half power, it'd be lower damage reduction. Yeah, no, it's half the health on it, which is kind of crazy. Half the health. They could probably do a better job of explaining that, couldn't they? Oh, the frost buff for armor stripping is honestly so good. I know it's been a long while since it happened, but it's still so good. The ability to fully armor strip just an entire area and freeze them if they're not a what's it, CC immune enemy. And it has damage on top as well, which has a not insignificant chance of killing, at least for lower levels. It just does so much work. Definitely feels like an ultimate ability should. Look at this. Up, no Arthur. And then aim for the head, and as soon as the overguard vanishes, they just die. Hi, bye, zap. Zap. Only 167 strength. Actually needs less than that if you're running corrosive projection. Needs less. 167 will get you to total armor strip without having to remove some kind of armor. So if you rock corrosive projection, you massively shrink that requirement down. Makes it even better. You put 65% casting speed on him. Fair. Yeah, I might put a single amber shard onto him for now, and as I say, a passive heal shard as well. I'm using him mortar. He deserves it. Alright, we're all done here. Let's get out. Let's get out of this mission. We're good. Hello, Ray. How are you doing today?
Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining.
Excavator destroyed. That means we get an extra bit of cryotic as we exit the mission. That works for me quite nicely. 588 cryotic. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Excited for the next dev stream? Yeah, we'll see what they come out with. Let's just pop this. Whilst we wait for Zom to get over here, let's see if something reveals itself at the last millisecond. Nope, never mind, too late. Welcome with a headache. Oh, that's unfortunate, Ray. Hope that it clears up soon for you. Self-damage and Tower Forge rework. I mean, we'll see what they say, Flurry Thoughts. We'll see what they say. I'm not going to make any predictions. There's just no point. We'll see what they end up coming out with, rather than trying to predict it ahead of time for them. Alrighty. Yeah, what is the exact build I was using for Frost there? It was, yeah, only 145% strength, which gives 87% armor reduction, combined with corrosive projection minus 18%, comes out to a total of 105, which is, you know, it's over 100, so that's it. Job done. Insta-gib. Oh, I do have healing on this, actually. I maybe don't need a shard then. I do have healing. I forgot about that. I thought it was just carrier topping me up. Wait. Of course it wasn't carrier topping me up. I don't have carrier equipped. Duh. I know how to play this game. When is Duviri? In the future, that's when. Prediction time? True. Yes, it is prediction time. What was the mission as well? Before we jump into that one straight away. Oh, fair hooray. Fair, fair. Mobile defense. You know what? I'll stick with Frost. Oh, wait, actually. I'm going to go get Revenant. Let's get a prediction up. What reward do y'all think we're going to get from today's sortie? Is it going to be a NASA Sculpture? Is it going to be Booster? Is it going to be Former, perhaps? Or something else entirely? Use that blue spanner icon, make your predictions. And if you're right, well, I mean, hey, loads of spanners. What more could you ask for from a prediction where you just put in spanners? Pretty basic, really. First of all, I've just made Whip Korra for the first time. It's awesome to destroy everything in Steel Path. Oh yeah, Korra is a very strong frame. Partly because her exalted pseudo-exalted ability scales off of pretty much everything. You know, it scales off of crits, it scales off of status, it scales off of elements, it scales off of pure damage, it scales off of combo. That's a lot of scaling to work with. Most abilities just scale with strength. She scales with everything. Pretty much. But the only thing she doesn't scale with is range mods on your melee. Well, you got enough going around. She'll be fine. Yoink.
This is a mobile defense mission.
I see I'm not the only Revenant Prime coming into this mission. Birds of a feather. Oh, how did I jump sideways? Oh my.
I can't do this without you.
Bullet jumper today. Ugh. Okay, whatever. You know what? Whatever. My ability is just not happening today, it seems. Whatever, I'm over it. And faction as well. Does Korra's Whip use faction damage bonuses too? Or are you saying and faction no? Because I said both positives and negatives of, and you just said and. I don't actually know which one you mean there. Well, these guys, yeah, you can see the elemental resistance there. They're taking a bit more. And no faction, yeah, that's what I remembered. Spin. Wait, elements is not going to do a lot. Spin is a waste of time. Stick to Amprex. Amprex, go burr. I really do. Like, sure, it's not the strongest weapon in the game, but it do go burr. You can just hear the crunchy as it just kind of denies everything. Whipple does not use faction. Thanks for the double confirmation. Oh, someone just got melted. What happened down here? Did you get rad procs whilst there was a Revenant spinning? Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. Don't get rad proc when a Revenant spinning. That is how you unalive, as they say. Did you actually kill someone? You took down 2 people, Zevlon.
Move on.
Or rather, they put themselves in the way, you know? If they're going to get rad procs, all bets are off. Which is why I bring a Revenant, so that if someone else gets a rad proc, they die, not me. Especially if they're Mace or a Sarin, that really goes badly for them. Racing, why not use Arcane Healing? Arcane Healing, I could put that on to something, but I like using Revenant because then not only do I block the proc, but if someone else gets proc, they deal with the problem, not me. If someone shoots me because they have a rad proc, they die, not me. And that's glorious. You could go for something like Rhino or Neja and just try and tank your way through and avoid procs at the same time, but I go straight to full punishment. Not my problem, their problem. I lose one stack, they lose a life. Penguin. I've got a few builds on my channel for the Korra guide, because Korra includes a Whipclaw guide, so you can check that out there. With Whipclaw, if you've got the accumulated Whipclaw augment, you don't need strength on Korra whatsoever. At least not for the damage purpose. Because accumulated Whipclaw just completely bypasses the need for strength. It has it all in there. Oh, that crunch sound as it just tears through is just so good. You guys got that? Yeah, they got that. Double O Korra, love it. Alright, Terminal 3. Not in an airport. Smeet is still dying. Let's pop that on. Absolutely tears through Overguard as well, so sure, why not? This is the same Revenant build that I use on the Archon Hunts with the Fel Arc, so it just kind of carries over, doesn't it? It just kind of carries over. Alright, what's going on, Wipe? You can check out the guide that I've got for Korra. That would be the best place to go for a Whipclaw build. If you want to edit it after you've seen my guide, well, that's on you. But that guide's got the builds. At least the build I recommend, and has worked well for me. Which Archon Shard is good for Korra? It depends on what stat you're looking to buff up. Depends on what you're needing for Korra, because Venari can cover you for healing unless you take off the ability to control Venari by using subsumed ability, so that changes whether you want healing added in or not. Again, with Energy Max, it depends on if you're running Flow or not, and if you are running an efficient build or not, whether you'd want to have Energy Max on your setup. You can go for ability duration if you need it. You don't need to go for strength. I don't know if the crit damage should carry over from melee. I would imagine so, but I haven't double checked on that, to be honest. But that's again, do you need the extra crit damage? Or would you get more from something else on her, like parkour? Because the shards are all just kind of... Oh, I just fell off the map. God damn it. Because the shards are all just extra bonuses rather than build defining in most cases, when it comes to Korra at least, there's not really any breakpoints you need to worry about, so it's just what fills in the gaps in your build. What makes your build actually more effective. Think about it that way. But anyway, about the Smetospheres, one thing you didn't cover, could fit into Myth-busting video, is if order of precepts matter. People are saying it's prioritizing the first slotted one. Yeah. Actually, didn't I cover that at some point? I don't think I ever put that... No, I think I covered that on a stream. I didn't put it into a video. The order absolutely does matter. The order of precepts 100% does matter. Because, we bring up, for example, on my carrier here. Mentioned it in my Sentinel video? That'll be it then. Alright. So I put Looter on the first spot here so that Looter always pops the moment that is available and eligible to do so. Every single time. Because a friend of mine who's started out a few months back now, but when they were starting out, they got carrier, they got looter like I told them to do so, and they said, it's not really doing much for me, I'm not getting much in the way of loot, I'm having to break open crates myself. I'm like, how the hell are you having to break open crates when you've got carrier? And it turns out they put looter after assault mode, and assault mode was overriding looter. Carrier was shooting first, looting second. Which is pointless because looter is almost instant. So doing it the other way around, it puts out the pulse and you don't even notice the break in firing. So the precept order absolutely does matter. What was that sortie rule? Oh yeah, I didn't have a look at that, my bad. I was on the topic. We got today... Oh, what did we... Hey, a rifle riven mod. Well, would you? Look at that. There's a few people happy on that one there. Who was our big gambler today on that? It was Warbeast Wood. 555 on the ribbon. You're absolutely right, my dude. You are absolutely right. Enjoy your additional spanners. Chick Noodle also on the winning team there. You're getting back about 5 times what you put in this time. Enjoy. Oh, good luck on that, Power Prox. That was not a fun grind for me. The Octavian Euros. You enjoy that. You enjoy it. Oh, itchy nose. So yeah, the order of precepts does matter. I'm kind of surprised that there's nothing that really stands out to warn you of that. I don't know if there's a tip anywhere hidden, but I feel like there is a load of empty space here, which could explain about precepts. There is a load. If I go onto a Kavat, even then, there is a load of empty space here that can be used to explain about precepts, or there could be an advanced tab, or a tips tab, or something like that. Nothing. Absolutely nothing about it there, which I find problematic. Again, yeah, these hidden features, I'm okay with the game not breaking you off from whatever you're doing to jump in your face and say, look, you need to know this and you need to learn it right now. Tutorials that stop you from playing the game just to tell you what's going on are painful, but this is something important. Just a list of effects of mods? Yeah, that would also work if it had a list, if it said priority actions and had the list and priority number to show these are the things which are being given priorities, order them. That would work, although the order of the mods is kind of already telling you that. So just the tip, you know, preset mods which have this symbol should go in such and such an order. But that's missing. It just don't have that. Yeah. Mod ordering you can catch on quickly enough with regards to damage types. It's like going on to this and make sure you have your elements in the right place. But even then you have to notice, pay attention, and figure it out. Notice, pay attention, and figure it out, which is just a thing. In fact, let me have a look here. Let me just grab my YouTube real quickly. There was so about this recently. I go. Yeah, on my In What Order Do Elements Combine video, the H-set video, someone commented just the other day, they quoted me saying, this is something everyone learns pretty early on as it's so fundamental. And I said, and there's me with 495 hours playing, finding this video while specifically looking how elemental order actually combines. 495 hours in. Now, granted, I'm going to call that person out. I feel like most people should figure out elemental orders, at least at a basic level, before 500 hours. But still, the game doesn't put that in front of you so easily. And if it's not going to catch people on that, then preset priority is just completely out there. 19% of players can't read anyway, expectations sound high. True, yeah, we did prove that. Buzzardman saying, trust me, that number plays a lot higher. No, it is at 19%. I did a survey. Of the people who actually entered the survey, 19% failed to submit something that followed the very basic instructions of don't put guesses. Don't put estimates, don't put rounded numbers. Just give the exact information. 19% of people failed to do that. Now, sure, there are people who may not have been able to actually read the survey and whatnot, but I think we're just getting into splitting hairs at that point. The 19% still stands as a fun metric. This is game in a nutshell. If you're not wanting to do some investigation, says Armstrong, testing or reading the online wiki, then this probably isn't the game for you. Kind of yes, kind of no. It's a wiki game. Warframe is absolutely a wiki game, just like Minecraft is, just like Elite Dangerous is. There are a lot of games which are so complicated that it's simply not going to give you what you need in game. However, there is still plenty that the game could point out because it is so basic and yet fundamental. You could think of a kind of an inverse ratio. If something is more basic or if it's more fundamental, then it should be explained to you. The less basic it is and the less fundamental it is, then the less important it is to explain it in-game. Dark Souls is also a wiki game, no one talks about it. I think plenty of people talk about it over on Reddit. I just don't play Dark Souls. How about this one? Drop chance booster. Pretty sure it's enough for one person in the group to have one benefit all. Yeah. Yeah, drop chance booster. You just need one person in the group to have it, and then everyone gets the benefit. Yeah, that's just a thing. Ladybird, I have no clue when I learned about H-Sex and bad at this game. Watch your videos to learn fun things, even when they aren't presently relevant to my gameplay. I mean, yeah, I put out the videos knowing that a lot of people won't find it immediately relevant. But this is a game as well, on top of being a wiki game, where if you allow yourself to encounter information, suddenly when you come across a challenge, you go, I know how to deal with this. Hey, look at that, I'm awesome. And you feel great. You feel great. Penguin said, I was unable to enter that server because I was waiting till I get the exact numbers. That's fine, Penguin. That's fine. I only left it open for a little over 24 hours because by that point, I had well over 1,000 responses, of which nearly 1,000 were usable responses. I had enough to work with by that point. I could draw enough conclusions to do what I needed to do because there's already a lot of work in filtering through that amount of responses. I'll be honest with you, I haven't even looked at the vast majority of the text responses people are given. Just kind of left them where they are for now to get through when I have the opportunity. Anyway, Seven Rage, Zom, and Chick Noodle, thank you very much for joining on the sortie. As I said earlier, it is now on to the Kahl section, so let's head on down to that. At least with this game, we've got a very, very comprehensive wiki. It is honestly one of the best game wikis out there. There are a couple which rival it for just how in-depth they are. I know that the RuneScape wiki is actually incredible. Whereas the information that you can find, for example, on EVE Online is scattered. There is the EVE Uni wiki, but it's still a bit patchy, or a bit difficult to navigate in places. You get smaller games like, I've mentioned many a time now, Dofus, that one, its wiki is just dire. Frankly, utterly dire in comparison. Minecraft wiki is in a very good state. I've heard some mixed reviews about the WoW wiki, but I've never looked into it myself, never played that game. I couldn't really say. But yeah. I was saying, didn't realize it was already 7. Good evening. Welcome in, Cosmo. Welcome in. Yeah, it's 25 to 8 now. It's all fine. You're fine. They were saying, I think on the complaining question of the survey, it said something about getting an envoy. Now it has to form in it. Says that for progress. Hey, well done, Ladybug. Nice. At least you managed to get that. Alright, let's see what car mission I'm on. I might be on a different one to some people because I feel like I've missed a week or two at this point. I got Steinax and then just slowed. Just slowed right down. But let's have a look. This is the one where we go up onto the Murex. You didn't get a notification today? Oh, wait a minute, I've got notification turned on the Discord, Jockadika. Make sure you are part of more pings. If you have the more ping roll attached, you'll get the ping for Go Live. I did that, didn't I? Yeah, I did it for more pings, so you get notified if you have more pings. You get notified if you follow the livestream announcements channel, if you set that to notify you for messages, because it'll just be me posting in there. If you get a notification through Twitch, there's loads of different ways to get it. Depends on which ones you want to pick. Am I behind on the missions? I am, Elliot. Because I just skipped at least one, maybe a couple. Because, well, let's face it, car missions aren't exactly the bread and butter that I looked forward to.
Seems good.
The Red Stalker, thank you very much for subscribing once again onto your 2 months. Enjoy your lovely bronze badge. Huh. Cheers. Yeah, fuck, I remember hearing about that. The RuneScape wiki moved away from Phantom. They've got some support. Not a lot, but some support from JX, makers of RuneScape, to help pay for the bills on that, which is good. But the actual people running it, they get next to nothing after the server costs are paid for. But at least JX puts in something to it.
Call ready to deploy.
Anyway, let's get cracking on this. We got a deathless challenge. We got bomb run, get 5 kills with grenades whilst flying. Okay, sure. Add in the extras. Remove 5 veils. We'll do that just by default. Kill 3 enemies with melee. You dick. Find and defeat Venkril. Cool. And then collect gene stamps. Damn it. You had to throw in a collection there, didn't you? All right, let's do it. At least we don't need to find any passwords for some cache stuff or find a floof. Those two really annoy me. Yeah, Dredd, so I saw you sent in the message. I said I've got the guide already on the Whip Claw, so you can check out the guide that I put out on Cora's Whip Claw as a comparison. Let's have a quick look for you. I can't look at it from here. We'll have a look afterwards, but compare it to the video, honestly. That video will put you in a good stead straight away. Ferrari has an excellent wiki. It does have a good wiki, yes. Alright, let's get some melees out of the way. These guys should be easy enough to melee, the first enemies. Alright. If they don't fly. Cool, 2 down, 1 to go. Shouldn't need to... Ah, no, I do need to go pixel hunt because bean stamps. Okay, wow, I got stuck on nothing. Gene stamp. As I say, thing I learned, it's helpful you don't need to finish the mission to have the collection saved. I'd like to just do this in one run, if possible. But it's good to know, Zon. Yeah, the bonus challenges, I get why they were designed in, yeah. Inflate the mission time and add some kind of replayability. I just feel that the mission challenges, certainly the pixel hunts, really just the pixel hunts is a problem. Where is your jetpack fuel bar? Oh, it's behind the recent subs box, sorry. That's where it is. I'm not going to move that around because the tiniest bit of UI. We can let that one slide.
Your fight is over.
We'll let that one slide. Alright, so I need to get some flying grenade kills. So if I get these guys a little bit weak, don't fly into my gun, I just wanted to get you weak. And then I accidentally fly too high, did not know that was a thing. That's one. Oh, out of jetpack. That's going to die on the ground, damn it. You drop down, let's get you both a bit weak. A little bit weak, please. There we are. 2 for 1, love it. Yeah, the melee kill. Get you weak. That's 4. And we got another over here. I've got 1 grenade left without picking up any, so hopefully I'll get this first try. A little bit weaker, please. That should do. Did that do? Does that count? That counts. Lovely. Alright, cool. Those challenges are done. That'd be interesting die type, wouldn't it? Yeah. One interesting suggestion I saw, I think on stream actually, one interesting suggestion is that DE could make it where you can unlock either through progress or stock, or, well, not stock, please, no, not stock, but you could unlock different options for cars. So, for example, even an upgraded jetpack to bring in different weapons, shotguns, modding, more grenade capacity, pick up more grenades from pickups. Basically, ways to adjust your loadout beyond what the mission gives you.
Follow Kahl.
And then the challenges could tie into using those alternative weapons rather than pixel hunts, quite frankly. Give us ways to engage with the mission differently rather than abandon the mission to go find hidden nothings. I think that'd be a very interesting addition, and I would hope it wouldn't take too much to do to give Kahl a couple different weapons. I would imagine the animation shouldn't be that much trouble compared to where various other things they might be suggested by players. But that's my assumption. Imagine Kahl starting with a shotgun, be able to swap between shotgun and a sniper so you can carry 2 weapons plus melee. Maybe give him something a little bit more impressive than a machete. Give him a ghoul saw. You know, a ghoul saw. And if they worry about the balance with normal Tenno using a constant riding ghoul saw, just give Kahl a endless driving ghoul saw. You just go zooming around the mission. Could you imagine that? That would feel awesome. And then you have a challenge. Simple thing of drive 50 meters with the gold saw in one go. Boom. Fun mission objective. God, it just writes itself, doesn't it? We don't even need modding for Kahl, really. Unless it was utility modding, like extra magazine, faster reload, higher projectile speed. But for your typical damage modding, we don't need that. We don't need typical damage modding, no. I appreciate that the balance is already established in this mode. Indeed, you could just stick with that. The modes aren't exactly difficult, the enemies. They are well put together. Also very glad there was not full damage there. That would have been bad. Yeah, quality life would be nice. We go. Because like you could have extended jetpack time, rapid recovery, enhanced sprint, little bits here or there, and just a singular upgrade to pick up. Not even as a mod system, just maybe alternative ability options. Like if you could swap out the blunt for a sprint speed bonus, a stim pack, if you will. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's check the area for gene stamps.
There's another group of prisoners on the other end of the Murex. I've identified a dropship you could use to get them, but...
Yeah, I feel like there is room for more interesting options to be given to the players. And at the same time, that can remove the need to do pixel hunting objectives. They really do my nuts in. They take away so much from the mission rather than giving to the mission. Only from SC2 Marines? Of course I am, Ray. Of course I am. Be inspired by what works well. Stim Pack is an interesting ability to use. It's an upgrade. Oh, you. Meanie. You're a meanie. Meanie, stop being mean. You want for more interaction between Kahl and Entrati? Oh, I get you. I get you. That's not a priority for me, but I get you.
Go to place.
Alright, I don't think I see any gene stamps to pick up around here, so let's pop out. The Corpus job title? Problem developed. Wow, yeah. I'm the problem solver, he's the problem developer. Love it. Absolutely love it. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, Hawk. Oh dear me. Let's just check on the challenges. Need to Veiled, don't die, Vancra, gene stamps. Oh, that's easy. That's easy. Basically, it's just finding the bloody gene stamps. The Veils will come as a matter of course. No, speaking of. Making a vicious cycle. It's giving me work, I'm giving him work. You know, it's capitalism at its finest. Create loads of busy work. Bureaucratic nonsense. If anything, it's rather fitting that the DE creation is the problem development. The bot's back? Hey, yeah, the bot's back. Oh, what's that? That seemed like a baddie shooting at me. Oh, where? Hello, hello. I didn't even notice you. Did I somehow miss one? Ah, you're not. No. You're not getting away, you Veil on. Ah.
We go now.
Like you boys say, on the other hand, all resources used on improving car missions could also be used for other stuff. It means it way more. I mean, yes, but you can say that about absolutely everything, Leggy Boy. At the end of the day, the car missions are required for a significant piece of content, that is the Archon shards. They are pretty poster boy stuff. It's relatively new. Now, Veilbreaker was pretty recent. Yeah, there's no point even messing with that. And the extra bits we're talking about are mostly stat changes or adding in weapons that they already have models, animations, stats for, as a matter of course. So I wouldn't imagine it would take that much development effort to put in. The main thing would be the UI, really. That would be the main thing for them to have to develop. And I wouldn't expect it to be that much. They've already got the templates and whatnot. Whereas for Railjack, that I imagine has a lot higher development cost to address some of the issues people have there. There's general weapon balancing, which can come into play. Ability balancing needs to come into play. Well, that's all the fails we need to do, but I'll keep doing them as I see them. There is the, the actual missions themselves, because quite frankly the Corpus ones do my nutting. Being called Railjack missions the way they are. The Grineer ones could do with a bit of love, especially in terms of optimization and the issues that can happen. Alright, that immunode needs to die. That's messing with us. I do feel that Railjack has a lot more work required on it, but at the same time they've also done a lot of work on it already. It is still playable in the majority case. Can I tag that from here? I cannot. Oop, fly, fly, fly. He wasn't flying for a bit there. Oh yeah, I need to tag that. There we go. Original Railjack was more Railjack. It was. The very first Railjack setup was terrible. The second stage of Railjack was a lot better, but still had some issues. Third stage brought it much more in line with the rest of Warframe, like you use Endo to upgrade your mods, that brings it together rather than having a whole new currency Dirac. But there are some other balancing issues which still surprise me, like Seeker Volley is obscene. Railjack's a lot more significant part of the game than Kahl. Oh yeah, absolutely. Railjack does have a huge part of the game. It is older content comparatively speaking. Oh, that guy is hurt. He's one of ours. Oh wait, he's already saved. It's fine. But my main point is that the Railjack content, the amount of work it would take to improve what's currently a problem is a lot higher than the stuff with the Kahl missions, and the return on that is going to be relatively low, I'd say, overall. But it is still an important area, yes. It is still an important area. The bugs do definitely hurt me, but that is a big one because a lot of the bugs come from the way that the Railjack missions are kind of cobbled together to allow you to chain the missions. That leads to some issues. I feel like that was a poor design choice because of the technical debt it now has imparted on them. I'm speaking a bit above my pay grade there, as it were, but I do feel that has caused them some issues in that design choice. Come on, give me the headshots. Still firing at. Oh, there's a sentinel over there. A sentient. Not anymore. Oh, how was that one not a shot? Oh, okay. God, I can basically only see it through the fog. Love to see VSO make an appearance, have XCOM style combat. I'm okay with Warframe not trying to create yet more game modes, and instead sticking to what they are good at. Because I genuinely feel that games overall have a problem of sometimes trying too hard to be different types of games, when instead they can focus on being what they are good at. If I want to play XCOM, I can play XCOM. If I want to play StarCraft, I can play StarCraft. If I want to play League of Legends, I don't want to play League of Legends. But my point stands overall. It is better to focus on what they are good at, rather than to continuously push ahead for something different. Frame Fighter. Build on your strengths. Jab it lol, always jab it lol. Everyone knows it. Always jab it. Yeah, my bud's over there. I'm gonna go over to this side. Am I gonna make this? Just about. Whew. Just about. See, this is a good mission for Kahl. This is a good interlude, as it were. It fits what Kahl can do. I like this. This is well put together, I'd say.
We are strongest. We are best.
Oh, I missed. That's unfortunate. Wait for the recharge.
This soak up some fire.
There we go. Okay, we're good. There should have been endless mode for railjack that happened outside of enemy's capital ship. Yeah, endless actual railjack would be nice. Or just
In the flesh.
smooth the transitions between the non-endless railjack stuff rather than the somewhat buggy attempt at missions that are different but the same but different. Summit's gone really wrong with how they put it together, quite frankly. How can you address Arcwing problems though? Sorry, I think I missed a section on the Arcwing. Only one of the Arcwings can really hold its ground in railjack missions. Yeah, the Arcwing section is a bit broken. I'm not sure what I can do on that one. Arcwing has been underappreciated for so long that at one point wasn't there rumor that D were going to remove the Starship Arcwing missions, but then just never did. I swear I heard rumor of that at one point. That's how much Arcwing is not loved. Yeah. Again, stick to what they're good at, refine what they're good at. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, especially when the wheel is made by a different manufacturer. If you're a candlestick maker, trying to become a wheel manufacturer is probably a bad idea. It works sometimes, you know. Toyota, not Toyota. Why did I say Toyota? No, Michelin, the tire company, getting into restaurant reviews. That worked out, strangely enough. But that's the exception, not the norm. Warframe's power creep to hell? Absolutely, yes. Yeah, that is... that's its own big bag of problems right there. Warframe is power creep to hell. The level scaling has been addressed previously, because level scaling used to be even more ridiculous than it is today. They changed the formula so that above like level 70 to 100, it gets a lot shallower. Armor used to be even more ridiculous, but it's still a problem. It's still a problem. And I don't know that they can actually fix it without completely reinventing Warframe at this point.
To dust now.
Man, I'm really glad I checked these spots for gene stamps. You haven't noticed Warframe power creep? Right. Just like you didn't notice the arrival of the Sentients or something. It's, yeah. Warframe's whole damage scaling, I don't know what they can do, to be quite honest. I don't have a solution for that. I really don't have a solution. Or even a generalized suggestion. That's how big of an issue it is. Never existed. You understand me? Never. Oh, hey. Never mind, he exists! I hadn't seen that one yet on the Kahl missions. I mean, a little bit of geometry breaking, we understand that. That happens. We can understand a little bit of geometry break. That is a little bit different from a fundamental issue with damage scaling and ability demands. Oh god, we got someone dying. Wake up! We are. Oh, the mage should be waking. Are you friend or foe? Are we? You wouldn't die by that if you were a friend. Oh yeah, Soulframe is nowhere near release. Don't even think about Soulframe at this point in time. Remember, this is what we know about Soulframe. Soulframe is a game that some people that used to work on Warframe are working on. That's pretty much what we know about Soulframe. Even the stuff they have told us and shown us about Soulframe doesn't matter because it's so early in development that that stuff is beyond or below concept art level. Everything and anything there is up for grabs in terms of changing. We know nothing about what Soulframe will be on alpha release, let alone beta or actual release. Nothing. So don't you fret your pretty little souls over it. Don't worry about it. It's nothing to even think about at this point in time. Until such time as they have actual content to release, gameplay content, it doesn't exist. There is the word Soulframe, and that's all you have. Completely different. God, turning this is like turning a bloody boosted python. I left my brother behind. He'll catch the next one. He'll catch the next one.
Hull integrity dropping.
Try the hit scan? Not quite, but it's working. Yeah, it's not a hit scan. There's a delay. It's just got a nice high projectile velocity. I don't know why I'm even spending the time to shoot these. There's literally no game for it. As I'm saying, frankly, it needs to come out, be significantly more popular in Warframe to have any discussion of replacement. Soulframe's not a replacement. That's just a fact as well. Soulframe is not a replacement for Warframe. Soulframe is just its own game. Until such point as that game actually exists, we don't even need to worry about it. Not even in a case of what are the builds, what are the weapons, what's the story. None of that exists until they exist. And right now it doesn't. Right now it doesn't. You have a different mission because I've missed a week or two. The missions do not always line up. If you miss a week, you keep the same mission. And some weeks I've just not been inspired at all to do car missions. Once I got my second star in accident, it's pretty much done. Is there a coherent story in Warframe? There's a story in Warframe. Coherent might be pushing it a little bit too far. You know, eternalism is a thing. There's no getting past that. Eternalism was made a thing in this game. That's a problem. There is also a lot of story elements which did not survive longer than the events they were hosted in. Yeah, coherence is not a good word for it. Have we come from this way? I don't think we have, so I'll check down here for stuff as well. I'm just going to blow this up because I can. Look how bright that is. Isn't that wonderful? Ah, no, it's dead. No gene stamp, though. Also known as Paul Babylon's Fallen Dying Lesson here. Yeah, there's no guarantee that Soulframe will succeed as a game. No guarantee. Oh, God, that's a friend, that's a friend, that's a friend, that's a friend. Woo! Nearly killed him. Nearly killed this one. Alright, let's see. What's your health like after I do this? Hey! Back to full health. What do you know? What do you know? Oh, you're another one that needs to be refriended. Join the squad, my dude. We haven't got any more room for your name, but you can join the squad anyway.
Brother, wake up.
Have I watched football? No. I'm assuming Arsenal Man United is football. It might be something else. But it sounds football. Alright, 2 more brothers. Do that. Let's get the first one started. Just explode everything. Yeah, I've never really been interested. Just never been interested in football on a professional level. I've been to one professional football match as a friend invited me. And, well, suffice to say, I've been to one match. It wasn't for me. I'm having a look around for further gene stamps, because I do still need to find one more. I'm hoping it's somewhere in this room, so then I just don't have to look for any further. But there's no guarantee of that fact. Not looking great so far. Not looking great so far. Okay, so I was watching football at 26, now you're a maniac? Yeah, fair dues. To each their own. Simple as that. To each their own. Yeah, there might be gene stamps in the boss room, you're right. It just means I have to keep looking until I find them, and that's annoying. But it's okay. We'll handle. This might be one over here. It was not. I need to send the crew over here.
You go there.
Wait for them to arrive. There we go. I can continue my search. Let's try it over this way on the top floor. Nope. Nothing over here. Looks like it's going to be a boss room. Oh, the armor's holding, Carl. Quit you whinging. You've got 870 health left. 861. It's fine. Just thought of when damage chip when I released. It was designed for 3 factions. Now we have 4 in the Sentinels. Would rezone resistors make more damage types viable? Maybe, maybe not. But Sentients aren't that huge of a faction even at this point. They're not that huge of a faction. We encounter them in Nama missions. We encounter them on the Veil Proxima. That one mission. Oh, someone's dying. Let's fix that.
It's as if he was connected to a sentient
But
mind.
that's really about it. Oh, we encounter them a little bit in Conjunction Survival and occasionally on Lure as well. It's tiny bits. Yeah, the wolf is the boss in this mission. Quick check for a gene stamp along the way here. That's a negatory. Nope. Let's continue along. You know what? I'm just going to peek this way. Because if we can find a gene stamp, we're Gucci. That's all I need to find, isn't it? Yeah, just a gene stamp. Let's just go this way. There should be one in here, surely. Surely there is one in here. Also, Wolf, enjoy the fact that I've brought the entire squad. You are outnumbered. You are outgunned.
You can't save them all.
Call save, but not from armor.
Let's get the recharge. He's already down to half health. Dodge that. Like a pro. Yeah. When you got this full squad like this, easy. Gene stamp. Gene stamp, please. This one? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Nailed it. Nailed it. Job's a good one. And that is a Kahl mission done in a single run this time. Works for me. Works for me. Veiled it? Quite the opposite, Sabimond. Quite the opposite. Also, ooh, let me just... reminded me of something there. One sec.
Another job well executed.
Check that I am thinking of the right thing. I am thinking of the right thing. Sabamon, I wanted to say as well, thank you very much for subscribing over on Patreon the other day. Really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the bits and pieces of the content, the math behind the scenes, all that lot over on a Patreon side. But thank you very much, Cybermon. Appreciate it. Go alongside your lovely supporter badge there. Or subscriber badge, I should say. Subscriber here, supporter, Patreon, member on YouTube. They all have different names, don't they? Yeah. Cheers, my dude. Alrighty, that is Kahl stuff sorted. I still need to go to Kahl's Garrison and get the shard. And then we
Guns are nothing fancy, but top shelf
Then we go. There we are. Azure shard? Yeah, why not? Why not? Oh, I could afford one of these as well. Murex scene, I already have a sentient altar. Forest scene, I already have a forest scene. Velbreak factory scene, however, I think could look quite different to other scenes I have. So I'll grab this one.
Good
That could be a
evening.
nice one. Yo, and Holy Moondog, good evening to you as well. Thank you very much for resubscribing 10 months. You reached the double digits, my dude. Reach double. Cheers. Ah. Really do appreciate that.
See you later.
Alright, let's, not exit game. Navigation, let's get back out of the camp here. I do prefer the Orbiter. It taxes my computer less, if nothing else. Let's switch back up there. Everyone, so really have enjoyed so far. Went through a lot of the Excel graphs and old videos remembered. Oh, dude. Excellent. That is precisely what they're there for. I really do like that about the way Patreon's set up, in that when you subscribe, you don't just get what's on that month, you get the entire back catalogue. Everything for your tier in the past all the way up to date, and then it continues forwards. So it doesn't matter when you join in, there's always more and more content just waiting for you. Wonderful that way around. Pretty much the fairest way of doing it. I like it. May you get a spare of Link armor. Okay, as a quest does the terrible username, by the way. I told you about this. You could get it by going onto warframe.market and finding someone selling it. You can transmute for it. You can ask your clanmates, see if they have a spare. I ain't giving out one here, and asking for people to trade in a Twitch chat is honestly not a smart move. Go for trading to get trading. You just got a live pop-up? Yeah, I just noticed that actually. The bot just said Kenji is now live. Hang on. But the stream's been up for 1 hour 15 minutes. What? Why the... Hold up. Here, let me see. Can I check? Did the bot make the announcement earlier then? I'm going to see if I can check for the bot announcement earlier. Stream today. Thank you. Follow. We started. Yeah, no, the bot never did the announcement earlier. So the bot has only just now noticed we're live, and Twitch is only now sending it out. And does the hydrate work? And now the hydrate works. What is Twitch doing at the moment? Good lord. Karakov, cheers. How has Twitch allowed me to be live to you guys for over an hour before it realizes that I am live? That is impressively bad. Yikes. Just came in from the bot notification. Welcome in, Bobot. Welcome in, yeah. I'm about to notice just the view count go, whoop. There we are, hello. Welcome in everyone who has missed out on the past hour and 16 minutes because Twitch just decided to not. For those of you who have missed notifications, this is a good point for me to remind you that over on Discord, you can also follow the live stream announcements channel. That is where I put the announcements of going live. So let me show you exactly how you go about that. I'm gambling on this working first time of showing you this here. On the live stream announcements channel, you right click onto that one there, notification settings. If you set that to all messages, then you will always get pinged when there is a message on here, and it's basically the go lives. So set that one specifically to that channel for all messages, or if you get yourself the more pings role, you'll get pinged for that and other more ping things on the channel, because I don't use at everyone's as I don't want to. quite frankly. I save at everyone's for important announcements that need to go out, that need to reach everyone. Whereas go live announcements, there are some people who want to be on the Discord but not get pinged for that. That's why that's there. So yeah, have yourself a backup ping, have the Twitch ping, have the Discord ping, then one way or the other, you'll definitely know when I've gone live. Twitch, plus. Plus, Twitch, please. Plus. God damn. Right, quietly went online to show myself there. Oh, come on then. Alright. Let's give him his 5 seconds of fame, shall we? There we are. There's Ray. He wanted to be visible on stream. The Infinity supporter. Absolute legend that he is. Swiftly followed by our YouTube member here, Esprit. Our supporters from over on Patreon. Boblock, Celeste, Copy Below, Cordy, Philip is Best, Sabimont, Wolvens. And you Twitch lovelies are right here as well. And the Twitch doesn't just have tier 1. If you add tier 2 or 3, that will be higher up as well. That's how it works out. But yeah. There you are, Ray. I'll give you your moment. Give you a moment on that one. Cheers. Do not set the entire server for all pings if you want sanity. Oh god, yeah. If you get pinged for every single message, I used to have that, by the way, way back when. It gets bad quick. It gets bad quick. How do you play music on Steam? Download it on the computer, right? Play music on Steam. Eh? Steam's for games. I don't understand the question, to help you out, sorry. I just don't understand. Korokop saying, demand compensation from Twitch for delayed announcement. Hey, Korokop, you know what? I can do this for you. Let me see. Time out, Korokop. I won't. Not this time. There was a music option? More I know. The more I know. Fair enough. Rhythm games? It's obvious. I mean, if someone says music, I don't assume rhythm games. Because those are two separate things. Hey. Compensation is a free 2035. I mean, Korokop, do you want a free 2035? I can give you a free 2035. How's that sound, Korokop? I give you a free 2035. You give me thanks in 33 minutes time for being a generous streamer. Unrelated question, how much hydrate things does it take for you to empty a mug? That is a good question. How many sips are in a mug of tea? I don't know. I don't know. Korokop wants to be 2035 for free. All right, well, we'll do it then. Fine. We'll see you in 2035. Bye-bye. And Bobot, cheers. Cheers on that, my dude. Alright then, Kahl out the way, let's talk Kuva. Let's talk Kuva, chat, because Kuva is something I've been avoiding. I'll be quite honest. Not Kuva the resource, Kuva the topic is something I have been avoiding in Warframe. It's a bit of a doozy. There's quite a bit going on with it, and quite a bit of optimization, and no small amount of grognards that get very uppity if you don't mention every last little detail of their little part of their little lives. It gets a little bit frustrating. I will be quite honest with you, chat. When someone pops onto a video and goes, oh, wait, hang on, you didn't mention this one little thing that is part of the game in my corner that totally loads of people use, because my experience is I use it and I'm loads of people. How dare you forget that, Mr. Streamer? Chill, please. Calm down. I don't feel that about every comment, but when someone says, oh, he obviously missed this, obviously doesn't know about them, or I chose not to include it, do you want to, you know, calm your tarders, not get your knickers in a twist, maybe, you know, take a chill pill, touch grass? It gets a bit frustrating. And Kuva, unfortunately, I already know it's going to be one of those. I know it's going to be one of those. Fuck, cheers. It's a thing. For example, in the most recent video, I understand I cut some corners in my most recent video. I will put my hand up and say I cut some corners on putting that together. I wanted to have a more streamlined guide, but it is clear from a number of the comments that a lot of people did not appreciate that. A lot of people, I don't want to say exactly how many, there were still plenty of people who did like the video, but there were a couple dozen comments not quite so happy with the streamlining. The biggest of all of those was about the Panzervolprofiler. I intentionally narrowed down my focus to the Warframe abilities for health orb generation, because if I got into every other aspect therein, it would get a bit chunky. I also didn't look onto Lavos for turning energy orbs into health orbs, because they actually turn into universal orbs, but they do come in the same, but Lavos also uses the, excuse me, the Umbral set very well. So he wouldn't be one. The Hydrate command is working again? Yes. The stream finally realized it's live. It's weird. Okay, Fork doing exactly what I'm saying. The video ignores a lot of important factors. You see, when you start a sentence like that, it's very accusatory. And doing it when I've just mentioned it, I don't care if you're being ironic or not, you're already trying to get my back up. And I'm not a very calm person. I come across cheery. I come across animated, I know. Some people call me bubbly these days, which is surprising. I'm not a calm person. I wish I was, I'm not. I try and work on it, I'm calmer than I used to be. But that starts my backup. This video ignores a lot of important factors. There is no way for me to read that positively. Ignores a lot of important factors for every single one of these arcanes. Ouch! This was a copy pasta from recently arcane video. Okay, if you're going to quote someone, putting quote marks does a lot better than just copying it and calling it a day. You know, if you just take someone's words and put them as your own, expect to be treated as that's your own. Let's continue reading what you did there. So especially the interactions with dispensary-based synth builds and blessing. Dispensary-based synth builds. Right. As well as conjunction voltage on deliberately low fire rate secondaries. Really a bad take all around and an over-reliance on paper numbers instead of actual field testing, he says whilst watching a video with field tested footage. Yeah. That's yeah. I mean, shall we break this one down? Let's break this one down, chat. Ignores a lot of important factors. We got a load of waffle to start with there, a load of loaded terms to say this person is pissed about how dare this video not conform to their sensibilities. I'm already thinking this person is at home on Reddit. Let's put it that way. Especially the interactions with dispensary-based synth builds. Interesting and blessing. Dispensary-based synth builds. Okay, remind me. Synth. The synth set. Synth. There we go. So we got Synth Reflex, on equip, plus 10% bullet jump for 2 seconds, holstering primary and secondary weapons, reloads magazine. That has nothing to do with dispensary or blessing, so let's move on from that. Synth Charge, bonus damage on the final shot of a pistol. Nope, that's nothing to do with dispensary or blessing. Okay, how about Synth Deconstruct? Enemies injured by companions have a 25% chance to drop a health orb when killed. Oh, now we got something. We can come back to that then. Synth Fiber. Health orbs increase armor for companions by 100%. I could see that from the health orb from dispensary, but that's its own thing. That's nothing to do with the arcanes. So we just have Synth Deconstruct, and it's, hey, look, this produces health orbs. What the fuck does that have to do with dispensary? At any point, what does that have to do with dispensary? I'll tell you what it has to do with dispensary. It doesn't. And if they're going, oh, but the Synth Fiber, because that allows you to pick up health orbs whilst you're at max health, so does the Arcane. Fun fact. So, yeah, that's a load of bullshit, quite frankly. To lump that all together, like, oh, this is a specific build he didn't even look at. It's like, I mentioned dispensary. Already talked about blessing, the interactions there. So I didn't focus on the synth builds. That's specifically because I didn't want to go overboard on every form of health orbs. That I do feel, perhaps I should have included that. A lot of people brought up Panzervolprofiler. A lot of people love to ride the dick of Panzervolprofiler. I don't mean that literally, but really, the amount of people that blow their minds if you don't mention Panzer whenever you mention companions, it gets on my nerves. It used to be this way with Smeetakivat, where if you didn't mention Smeeta's charm, we went, no, Smeeta's the best! Out come the Volprofilers, and now it's, no, Panzer's the best! Oh boy. But then the other part of that comment, absolutely wonderful. as well as conjunction voltage on deliberately low fire rate secondaries. Conjunction voltage, for those who need a reminder, because you've not watched the video and remembered everything, I don't know. For those who need a reminder overall, conjunction voltage will give you multi-shot and reload speed when you do an electric status effect. On deliberately low fire rate secondaries. I don't know what the hell more reload and more multi-shot has to do with deliberately low fire rate secondaries, other than, hey, at least it doesn't give you a fire rate buff because you're going for deliberately low. That's got nothing to do with it whatsoever. What? So yeah. Chocolate, you've got a vigilante mod somewhere in your build, or on your companion, that's why. Moving on from that. So yeah, comments like that really just points out the fact that there are some people on the internet who really shouldn't be given a keyboard, quite frankly. It's just... There are some people who will make perfectly well-reasoned comments. There are some people who will be funny, like, you missed the iron sculpture! Like, oh shit, I did that again? Oh, damn. Guys, I missed an iron sculpture. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I only have 587,000 endo. I got a few sculptures, got a socket still. Just 4 of them in there. I'm probably a little bit short on sculptures, except for when I go into here about the collection I'm still building up again, after the last 200 odd that I just melted down for the hell of it. Whatever am I gonna do, chat? I'm struggling. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Like you say, I thought it was kind of confusing. You mentioned about one of the abilities being submutable and not the others. I actually mentioned 2 out of 3. I didn't specifically say dispensary is subsumable. That's on me, yeah. I mentioned Trinity's Well of Life. I mentioned Varuna's Lyca's Hunt. I didn't specifically say, also, by the way, Proteus dispensary is subsumable. My bad on that one. I shouldn't make assumptions that fucking everyone who knows that the helmet system exists knows that dispensary is subsumable. Like, fair point. I should remember, if I'm going to start talking about the helmet system, to exhaustively cover every single detail, or people will get confused and pissed. My bad. Just like how multiple people, strangely enough, multiple people, in talking about Primary Frostbite, which, granted, I did cut a couple corners in talking about that. I mentioned about the crit damage, and then multiple people say, you never even mentioned the crit damage. Okay. Do you have the transcript to hand? Do you have the transcript of the video, and you can quote the exact sections? Because I do. Because I'm the one who wrote it. Yes, I did. I didn't give it loads of time. Granted, I get that again. It's clear to me in that video I need to be more direct to people and saying, look, this is the exact number, and this is how it comes out. But fair. I didn't spell it out. I didn't go into the eating detail that I suppose I've become known for. That's, yeah. Plus, dispensary seems bad for blessing. It's not great for it, no. It takes a long time to come online. Dispensary is great for a lot of other things generally, so I didn't go slating it, but basically, yeah. Now, Frostbite, I did overcook the recommendations on that, or perhaps undercook it, depending on how you want to look at it. I was a bit too harsh. Not you. Go away, cat. Dealing with something else right now. I was a bit too harsh on Primary Frostbite here. We'll get on to Kuva later. Because I mostly slated that the bonuses here, by and large, are not going to keep up with what Primary Merciless has to offer. And I still stand by that for the majority of the time, that's correct. But there are instances otherwise. If you are using... I think... let me grab the list of this. I put this into the upload discussions. Let me grab my exact phrasing, because that makes my life easier, frankly. How did I write it out? Why repeat what you've already done, you know? If you are using a weapon which is at least a 100% or higher crit chance, you're only using Vital Sense for your crit damage bonus, you're only using Galvanized Chamber for your multi-shot bonus, you have a hit scan only weapon and you're using Galvanized Aptitude, and you average 4 or more status on the target across your hits that you are dealing, and you're not aiming for headshots, and you do not anticipate having semi-frequent or frequent breaks of 12 or more seconds in procs landing to keep Frostbite up, then Frostbite beats out using one of the Steel Path Arcanes. Then. But because I didn't specifically call out those scenarios, people got a bit uppity. Specifically the people who are MR 25, 30, 32, using status primers like their life depends on it. By the way, content doesn't require that in most cases. Saw that I just skipped over their particular approach, which, fair enough, maybe I should have given more time to that. There's actually another case which only one person has called out, which I have done Frostbite Dirty on. EDM? Yeah, sure, EDM. Let's bring that up for a bit. There is one case where I did do Frostbite Dirty, did not put any consideration into this. This I made a mistake on. Yeah, I suppose it is Mythic Spirit. Wukong, where Epitaph will be an insane Sayers Primer. It's still just a singular approach. That's using a single Warframe with a specific weapon approach. Or weapon style approach. Still niche. But what I did miss on this, no, not for primers, for being used alongside a primer, that's separate. But yeah. What I did miss on this was actually bosses. When you are against most boss fights, most assassinations, at least a fair number of them, you may struggle to keep up the Steel Path Arcanes. You may struggle to keep those ones going. Let's take ourselves around the star chart here. That one's got a load of trash mobs on it. This one, nope, just the one big boss dude. A couple things spawning here or there, but otherwise one big boss dude. That one, yeah, you have some trash mobs, but you mostly don't want to be focusing on them. This guy, trash mobs can be pouring in, but again, I don't know how much you want to focus on them. This, I think it's just the two guys. Here, yeah, you've just got
constant EDM,
the main stuff
baby.
2 times over. 6 months of constant EDM, absolutely, EDMs. Or EDM with a side of Erogenia. I'm always going to show you EDM. I'm just going to call you EDM still. Oh, Eddie. Eddie, thank you very much for the 8 months, actually. It says 6 month streak, 8 months total. You're amazing. Cheers. Ooh. 72 seconds from Deadhead sounds easy enough. Thing is, Zom, you're saying 72 seconds, but that's 72 seconds where every, what's it like? Yeah, it's every 24 seconds you lose a third of your bonus. You are stacking down over time. Whereas if the boss could be hit with a cold proc, then you can keep up Frostbite. On Saturn, you've got trash mobs, so it's okay. On Uranus, you mostly don't, so there having Frostbite would work out. Here, there are some trash mobs, but still helpful. Here, you will have trash mobs, but also sometimes you're not focusing on them, so it's helpful. For here, he dies easily enough, who cares? For Kahl and Kuva, you don't have the trash mobs, so there it's helpful. For Europa, no one cares, those things are ready to kill. Now that's again niche, but it's actually a specific kind of situation of dealing with a single heavy target for an extended period of time. Still niche, but oh dear, I nearly got stuck. But worth talking about. So I did do Frostbite Dirty there, I will admit. But I think only one person actually mentioned that. Only one person. Yeah. Now, when I did a check over the comments on the video, because I do review the comments, I know there are plenty of people, they put out videos, they heart a couple things, they walk on their merry way. For better or for worse, I don't do that. I do look at the comments. The good ones, the bad ones, the downright offensive ones. There are a number of people who managed to get themselves shadow banned, fully banned, all kinds of stuff on YouTube for their shit. But there you go. Aren't some bosses status immune? Yeah, so those ones wouldn't be a good big saving ones. I think Rope Lotus would fit into that category. But my point is, this does have a place where you are not able to kill other things, but you're still wanting the damage bonus. So it applies there as well, yeah. But of the comments I went through, I think there was something like, at the time I checked, I was checking through about 160 comments, and there were about a dozen about the Panzerval Profiler stuff. There were about a dozen about the fact that I missed an Iron sculpture. There were something like a further half dozen criticisms of other bits I didn't touch on. There are about a dozen comments on completely irrelevant stuff, just not even related to the video. 3 questions, 2 of which weren't even related to the video either. Couple dozen affirmations or praises of the video, and about 4 dozen, as I term them, funecdotes. Anecdotes of some fun thing they do in the game, either referring to what I was already suggesting or a different way they approach it, which is neither here nor there. If you want to just go onto a video and comment about, hey, yeah, don't even say, hey, yeah, just go, on my Necros I use this. Cool. And that's after over 10,000 views. After over 100 comments, there were a dozen and a half negative opinions being voiced. Not the end of the day. But I notice it. I notice it. Got the Tenet Plinks. It's absolutely busted. Do I recommend Frostbite for it? I have a video on that. That's my answer. I have a video on that, Edie. It came out just the other day. Go watch it. Time for everyone to go back and comment, boost engagement. Hey, if you want to comment on a video, go ahead and comment on the video. Absolutely. There is no requirement to do so, just like there's no requirement to hit the thanks button over on the video. And there's no requirement to hit join on YouTube and become a member there, which gives you access to having emotes from the channel over on YouTube as well, and you get the membership badge, and you get your name added into the video credits if you sign up to the tier 2 on that, and you get access to Supporter Tea Lounge, both tier 1 and tier 2. There's no requirement for you to go get those bonuses. There's no requirement for you to do any of that. You can just watch the video and move on. You don't even have to watch the video. Of course, you don't even have to do that. And just like over here, you don't need to hit that subscribe button, but if you want, you can do. In the end, even insulting comments help the video's performance? No. No, because insulting comments are either going to be meaningless, piss me off, upset me, or just in some way be a negative influence on the mood of myself and others watching the video. And that leads to an overall downer on the community. So I'd say no, that doesn't help, because in the long term, that's actually doing shit on people. If people are like, hey, I want to look at this Warframe game. There's a video by a creator. I'm not really following what's going on. What do the comments say? Oh, wow, those are some rude comments. These are nasty people. I'm not going to play Warframe. Nice engagement boost right there. Yeah. Turn us into League of Legends. Everyone will love that. Basically, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. It's a good mantra to have when it comes to YouTube comments. But the 19% will never hear that. 19% will never hear benefit from that. Oh yeah, Primary Frostbite doesn't even go on static links, does it? Shows how much I care. When I make a video on something, you can go look at that for all the answers. I'm not going to think through someone's silliness. Too many bad comments going to cause the most efficient, effective way to burn houses down video to appear? I'm not a terrorist. I'd like to make that clear to any agency watching or authority otherwise. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not about to put out a video about how to burn down houses. You can already Google that. With a VPN. Which brings on to our sponsor. No. Anyway, Kuva. We never even got onto that, did we? Kuva. And this all started with talking about how people get uppity about videos not covering everything. That was a nice 20-minute distraction, wasn't it? Let's look at Kuva, shall we? To get started on that, one of the different ways we can get Kuva, and you know what? I'm going to do something that more people could do for themselves to help themselves in their life. Also, flashbang incoming. You know what people can do? You can open up the goddamn wiki. I go to the goddamn wiki and start having a look here. But I get it, you know, when you start looking at acquisition, it kind of rolls on a bit. You're like, okay, whoa, what are we doing here? Which Warframe makes the best Spectre? Wisp, because then you got something to look at when the mission gets boring. I don't know. Probably actually Wisp. Let's have a look at the acquisitions we got here. There are loads and loads of different sources of Kuva. I don't even know if this is going to be comprehensive. Probably is. The primary method for acquiring Kuva is through Kuva's Cypher missions. Yep. And then there's Kuva Flood. And they give these amounts. Kuva can be acquired from Cetus bounties, Fortuna bounties, and Necrolis bounties. Yep. Sorties can occasionally give out Kuva. Archon Hunts can give out Kuva twice as much. Kuva Survival will give out Kuva. We got Disruption will give out Kuva. It's pretty damn terrible, but it's a thing. Kuva Larvelings give you Kuva. Parazoning a Lich will give you Kuva. Requiem Relics have a chance to give you Kuva. Nightwave can give you Kuva at certain ranks. You can purchase it for creds. You can get it for Vitus Essence, Steel Essence, more Steel Essence, Void Pinions, and Ribbon Slivers. There's quite a lot of sources of Kuva, isn't there? There's quite a lot of sources. I want to narrow this down. Or rather, I want to start on categorizing this already. You can see Kuva Survival missing. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. How confidently people can be incorrect. The 19% is in every single one of us. It just has to be on the wrong time at the wrong place. You're fine, Ray. You're fine. There's a lot in this list. And again, that's why I say a lot of people will look at this and go, whoa. Scroll past when you... Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. How do you function, IceGeo? Some people don't need to function. It's fine. But let's bring up my favorite tool. Second favorite tool. My favorite is a spreadsheet. But let's bring up the notepad. We all love a notepad here, don't we, chat? And if you don't love a notepad, you're lying. Because you're in this channel. Of course you love a notepad. Of course you love a notepad. 90% is all of us as humbling perspective. It's a very true one, too. Oh, yes.
2 years. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Top tier content. Smile.
Albert Rallo, thank you very, very much for the 2 years. Shit, I need to make a 2-year badge. I didn't realise we were actually already there. Huh. I'm going to make it a 2-year badge specifically so you got some extra fancy next to your name. The next time you pop into here, my dude. 2 years need. Thank you very, very much on that. Oh. There is no one who supports channel more. In terms of the length of duration, no one has been a supporter longer than Albert. So thank you very much. Really do appreciate it, my dude. TSAT. I'm thinking the teapot needs an upgrade. Just like the mugs go through an upgrade, I think the teapot needs an upgrade. When are we upgrading to Notepad++? When they pry basic Notepad from my cold, dead hands. And then good luck. I will have glued it to my cold, dead hands. That's when. Alright, Notepad. And something stuck in my throat, because why not? We have got repeatables. We have got dailies, weeklies, time gated. And then we've got purchase repeatables. Direct farms. Let's do it that way. Direct farms. What? I thought I changed that. Sorry, guys. Let me see. What bloody button have I set that to? I am so sorry about that. What have I set that to? I swear I changed the hotkey on this one. Something a little bit less stupid, but apparently I didn't. Where is it? Let's see. It's on control end? Why would I put it on control end? Okay, well, let's change that. Let's make you... Right. So we got direct farms, we've got time-gated rewards, shop rewards. I'm putting siphons, floods, bounties, sorties, archon hunts. April 1st, a stream where it's muted the entire time. I think that'd be terrible. I think that would be terrible. Yeah, Daita, I fixed the audio now. Also, you need to refresh the stream. You're a bit behind. But yeah, we're back. God. Let's see then. Where were we? Kuva Survival. That's a direct farm. Maybe buy a command panel for stream. I need to get some bits and pieces, but expenses. I opened up my wallet the other day and found I had 6 pence in there. That was great. Granted, I could go to the cash point and get some more money out, but opening up your wallet and finding you have 6 pence in it is never a nice feeling. That's, yeah, never a nice feeling. Fair do, Alpha Delta, fair do. I don't actually do any coding, so I'm fine with... Well, I dabble in coding for the little bits I use in mathematics, but that's about it. So Notepad is fine enough for me. Yeah, I've got the list here, Schnepsel. I'm categorizing them, but I've got the list here. I'll work through the categorization. Kuva, Disruption... Down a Larveling. It's technically a direct farm. It's kind of crap, but it's there. Parazon, a Lich. 6 pence. Chocodika. Pence. I'm going to guess you're not British. Because pence is an actual term. Like, in the US you have cents, dollars and cents. We have pounds and pence. Look it up. Requiem Relics. Yep, that's a direct farm. Rec Relics. Pence. There you are. It's a word. Pence. Lord above. Google is a thing if you get stuck. Yeah, we have 100 pennies, or 100 pence to the pound. Pennies are the individual coins. Pence is the fraction of a pound. So like we have a 5 pence piece, a 10 pence piece, a 20 pence piece, a 50 pence piece, as well as a 1 pence, also known as a penny, and a 2 pence piece. What's a quid? A pound. Quid is a pound. Alright then, Nightwave awards. So Nightwave, we've got the Nightwave ranks. I'm putting it as time gated, but that's more of a one-off than anything. And then we've got the Nightwave creds. Put that on that side there. Let's see what else then. And then we got the Vitus Essence. I'm going to put down, actually, this is 25 for 10k. I had 46 cents in his wallet. No. 6 pence is not 46 cents in almost any currency I can think of. Much less. Much less. 6 pence is going to be less than 10 US cents is what I had in my wallet. Put it that way. Like I said, I went to the cash point and fixed that, but it's still not where you want to be. Steel Essence, which is 15 for 10k. There is the time-gated Steel Essence. I'm going to put that here because you can't always do it, and it is locked. 55 for 50k. Oop, nearly hit controller hands there. That would have muted it again. You looked up sixpence. You probably looked up sixpence from a different time in the past. I had 6 pence. Space. God. Anyway. We could get 4 pinions. Which is 5 for 35k. And we've got slivers, which is 10 for 35k. Have I got all of that here then? Yeah. So what are we missing? Pinions are weekly time gated though. Actually, yeah, good point. These are both time gated. Those should go into Kia. We got evergreen shop rewards, which Nightwave crates are actually time gated rewards. I'm going to change that to limited rewards and limited shop rewards, and then evergreen shop rewards. I think that's a better breakdown, because you can always buy these. You can only buy these occasionally. You can only do these occasionally, and these you can constantly do. Riven slivers, yeah, riven slivers. I just didn't want to fill out too much of the screen, to be honest. Direct farms are pretty good direct farms, because you're directly farming the Kuva. You're not going through a separate process or something to get the Kuva. These, you're doing a sortie, but it gives you Kuva. Archon Hunt, but it gives you Kuva. Nightwave challenges, but it'll give you Kuva as part of it. These, you go there, or you can go there specifically for the Kuva. Can't see everything? What do you mean? Oh yeah, just down at the bottom here, yeah. Oh, that. It's behind the face. Me. There you go. There you go, yep. Sorry, there is a limited amount of screen space I have to work with here. That, and, you know, I only have so many screens myself to even see what I'm broadcasting. Give me a break, will ya? Alvadel saying the UK only has 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50 pence coins now, in addition to £1, £2, £5 coins. Well, you did mention £5 coins, but yeah. And we have 5, 10, 20, and £50 notes, yeah. But that's separate. I mean, there's telling Ray, and then there's just outright a little bit too bluntness at times. Some people do that way. Anyway, enough badgering me on why you think it's all terrible. Let's look at what's actually going on, shall we? Are we missing any Kuva sources? Because this is what the wiki has, but never assume that the wiki is entirely correct. Are we missing any here? There's the bounties, that's just that. I'm not going to count any kind of quest that give out a fixed amount of Kuva. That's just not even worth considering. Login rewards, okay, that's not worth considering either. You have no control over that whatsoever. If it gives you it, it gives you it. Okay, job done. Might be interesting. Won't do it, Mythic Spirit. I have enough stream layouts for different games and setups, but we don't need to change anything here because it works. You'll notice right now it works, Mythic. Yeah. Oh, I know. Ray, look. You're going to keep doing the point until I conclusively give you a reason to not do it, aren't you? So let me just shut this down entirely, Ray, so we can move past it. Login rewards. Let me just get this one very conclusively for you. Is there any Kuva on these? No, so dogging in number of days in a row has no control for you. It says daily tribute. That's different, actually. My bad. Kuva. Control F, Kuva. Evergreen choices, which come up every 50 days in an ABC pattern. So it's every 150 days, 50k Kuva is available for you. Cool, yeah. I'm not going to put into a video about farming Kuva. Hey, if you keep logging in for up to 150 days, you'll get 50k Kuva. No. I appreciate it's a drop, but again, just like I don't cover absolutely every source of health orbs in the latest video, I'm not going to cover every possible source of Kuva here. I want to know the farms of Kuva. But this is really ridiculous. That's taking it too far. A stair was creepy? Yeah, I can pull off creepy apparently. It's not a good trait, but I have it. That's worse, cheers. Alright. So we can do away the whole daily tribute stuff. Unimportant. How many times do I have to click back? Oh my god. So, this is what we got so far. Have we got anything missing? Siphons, Floods, all open world bounties, Survival Disruption, Down for Larveling, Horizontal Lich, Requiem Relics, Sorties, Archon Hunts, Nightwave Ranks, these shops. I think that does pretty much cover it, doesn't it? Does the Codex have any further information? I doubt it, but you know, I'm going to give the game the opportunity to not be a problem. If I search Kuva here, well, nothing there, so it's just going to be in inventory to check. Equipment, inventory. Let's see, how much information does it give you in-game? If you go to Kuva, it can be obtained in Kuva missions and is used to cycle ribbons or build red blueprints. Wow, that was a lack of information. Shop bundles have Kuva, but not really a farm either. Yeah, because shop bundles you can't keep buying. Right. If I just search Kuva, yeah, no, that's no. That's a no on that one. Did we include Requiem Relics? Yep, they are right there. I think we're good on that. I think we're good on all the different sources. So, the limited shot rewards there, want to get an idea as to are they worth the time for how limited they are. Granted, these things have other outputs. Assorties can give you things other than Kuva. Archon Hunts can give you things other than Kuva, notably the Archon Shard. Duh. Nightwave Ranks, you'll just go through them as a matter of course. So those are kind of by the by. These ones, you have to actually expend a resource onto them. And so there's the time getting those resources to see if it's worthwhile. Like, for example, the Seal Essence, that one, if you're already farming Seal Essence, is a better deal. Because this, you'd spend 60 for 40k. So you're getting about a little over 10k for free there. Free. Who's in the Codex if you scan the cloud? Yeah, but it doesn't give you any useful information, Ace. I saw that on the wiki earlier. That doesn't give you anything much at all. Emerald Renewal Bundle and Garnet Renewal Bundle both have Kuva. Ah, yes. I'm sure you can only get those bundles once, but Emerald Renewal Bundle, 50,000 Kuva. Interesting. So, for 500 Platinum, you could get yourself a whole bunch of stuff which includes some Kuva. This is also one of the very few ways you can actually purchase river mods with Plat. Fun fact. But we'll take a pass on that one. Bounties don't always give Kuva. Zaraman ones. Oh, Zaraman bounties. Hold up. How much do they give? I'm just going to go check it in-game, because why not? In-game's more interesting to look at. Makes job an indirect source of Kuva? I mean, yes, but also the main use of Kuva anyway is to roll ribbons, and you could just buy a ribbon off someone else. A job has always been an indirect source. But yes. Fortuna bounties can give Kuva. Yeah, I've got bounties down as a thing, but I thought it was just the open worlds. But if this also has some, let's just go over to Quinn. Bounties. No. No. Shit. Didn't mean that. Right click. Nope. 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 Okay, well that was great. Durotan, thank you very much for resubscribing with your Prime. Up onto 3 months now. Durotan, appreciate it, my dude. Oh. Wonderful. Thank you very much on that there, my dude. You're on a silver badge now as well. No Kuva on Zaraman rewards. You're thinking of Endo. Right, okay, yeah. Endo and Kuva, they are related, but not that related, no. The only Kuva source then will be, again, the limited shop here, which should be this one? I'll be honest, why are these split up into different shops? Let's be real now. Why are these split up? They're all shops. So this uses a different currency to the other ones. Is that... Does that really require us to just have entirely different
Very well. Keep your secret.
sets? Was that necessary, game? It doesn't feel necessary to me. Because look at all this empty space here.
Patience is almost
And then all of this empty space here. Not fair to you, Paraprox. At least you got yourself your Octavia. They're introduced at different times? Well, it's no maybe. They were introduced at different times every month. But it still seems silly to not just add the stuff together. Because now she's got 4 options. One of which is to gain standing. And then the other 3 are to trade with her. Why don't we just have it on one thing? Like, look at this shop here. What is this shop offering, really? It's ornament, and some Kuva once every now and then. Just... It's not necessary, DE. Come on now. But that is the source of Kuva from here.
goodbye for now.
You can turn Kuva into Endo, but not the other way around. Correct, Zom, yes. You can turn Kuva into Endo. The rate is pretty damn terrible. Don't do it. But you can do it. And you can exploit other people having done it in terms of purchasing ribbons, which have been highly rolled, to get Endo that way. But usually other people will snap those up because they'll notice it. Or people will make a high roll that's valuable and they won't sell it for cheap. But it's a possibility, yes. You feel like the bounty NPC should also have the gain standing option? I get what you mean, yeah. It's kind of odd that he has the whole fast standing record, but you gain it from someone else. But that's the same for all the open worlds. And this is a pseudo open world. Not really an open world, but that's how they coded it. It's a thing. It's a thing. So I'm saying I can see Lewis Prey being separated, at least since it's a lot of items from a completely different planet, but not the others. I mean, yes, I can see that, Zom, but at the same time, it's still
So many intersections.
3 shops when we could go away with 2 or even just 1. Having her just have the other stuff, if anything, we'll put it in front of the player saying, hey, by the way, I know you're here for this, I also sell this stuff. Upselling people, upselling is a great idea. Inform your customers about what you have available so that they know they can purchase it. Because it's not a case of badgering people, it's just letting them know it's there, and they go, oh, wait, shit, yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I didn't realize that. Yonta here needs to learn to upsell. Just like you guys can have a look at Patreon and see about the benefits you can get there across 4 different tiers to pick what suits both your budget and your desire. Upselling is amazing, guys. Do it.
See you later.
You know I had to do it. You know I had to do it, chat. I'm sorry. I had to. I had to make a point. Anyway, let's leave here now.
Another pun? How humiliating.
Fair enough. Point taken, Eddie. Point taken. Like how the Zamaran has bounties but isn't an open world. But it is an open world. But it isn't. But it is. But it isn't. It has a town hub. And it has bounties. And you load from mission back to hub, back to mission back to hub, not to your orbiter. So it is, but also isn't an open world. It's weird. It's really weird. Lewis Prey shop is like 60% of total offerings. Yeah. But that's just because the number of things available, really. It's nothing more or less to it. So yeah, that's that really is all of the options for Kuva, barring the most ridiculous of uncontrollable things, like buying bundles or getting a daily login reward that just gives you Kuva. Technically, Railjack has an open world, but it's empty. I mean, technically, yeah, it's sorta. Yeah. But the Zaraman is as close as you get to an open world without it being an open world. I still love how much of a deal they were making about the whole seamless transition into a mission. And it's because the loading screen is an elevator rather than your orbiter, sorry, your dropship. Just hovering somewhere. That's their seamless transition, is to have a loading screen elevator. I still find it funny how much of an emphasis they're putting on that on release. It's... Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the design choices and the tech that goes into making sure that does work for someone, but it didn't need as much attention as they were giving it. It really didn't. It really didn't. Right, okay, let's see, do I have metrics on farming these already? I don't think I have much in the way of metrics on farming these. Vita says I have a hand wave thing to Grendel, but that's about it. It's not great. Nightwave creds is too limited to have a farming time on it. Riven slivers, that would need testing. That would need testing, and it scales because Xmas spawn more as the mission progresses, and they spawn more in certain missions. They spawn more with certain kill rates. And they spawn more if you got more people in the squad. That's a bit. May I have the story behind getting 2035? Yeah, absolutely. So I believe it was Quintus who asked for it. Quintus wanted the option to be timed out added to the channel as a channel point reward, and I put the suggestion of 2035 as the option there, based on the fact that when you get permanently banned in Warframe, you're banned until the year 2035. That's it. There's no more nuance than that. A regular viewer wanted the option added, and we made it thematic to Warframe. That's literally all there was to it. It's an in-joke, which catches out the people who can't read, which is amazing. 2035 will be the reckoning. Oh yeah, I don't know what DE's plan is when they come to that. I'm sure they have an internal plan, but I have no idea what it is. It's weird to permanently ban someone until a certain time, especially when it's always the same certain time. Really weird. Hey, there you go. Ray saying you have the weekly Nightwave standing. You could figure out how long it takes to get rank 30 to get regular creds. Good point. Yeah, we could make a note on that, and that separates out how much you can get for regular creds, because that's the thing, you don't start off with regular creds. Yeah, we can make a point as to if you only got Kuva, how much work would it take to get to that point, and so on. Oh, yeah, there's more discussion to be had there, but it is a bit awkward, isn't it? You get 150 here, and you get 50 here. You get 50 here, and you get more if you've already got some of these things as well. Like, if you already got that, like I did, that's... Oh, that's a lot of nuance. That doesn't make for a good video. Ah! When you have to start saying, well, if this, and then if that, and then if this, and then if that... These just says it's 50 creds for Kuva. Yeah, the multiplier helps out there, I suppose. It's not like the Nitane 15, but still. Yeah, it's a thing. Feel like shouldn't encourage people to spend creds on things other than potatoes and Nitane. Well, actually, Moose, I will challenge you there. Moose, if you're going to talk about optimization, and you are talking about optimization, then Moose, I have a new thing for you. It's called Purchase the Auras. It's sort of by default. Much better. It's the auras, because things like Energy Siphon, things like Corrosive Projection, things like Steel Charge, some of these auras you can pick up here. They're 20 creds. You can sell that to a player for anywhere from 10 to 20 platinum. I usually sell it for 10 because I'm nice like that. So if you get 2 of these, 40 creds, 20 platinum, boom, you can get yourself a potato. That's a lot cheaper than 75 creds. So... if you say we shouldn't be encouraging people to be purchasing Kuva, well, we should be encouraging people to purchase these when they can do trading instead to get even more. And again, you see, there are a bajillion freaking ifs involved. Like, sure, you could buy 10,000 Kuva to roll your Riven nearly 3 times, or more than that if it's a relatively unrolled Riven, but for those same 50 creds, you could get yourself 2.5 auras. So there's nearly 3 auras or nearly 3 Riven rolls, and those auras you can sell to get the platinum, and then the platinum can go towards getting you a better Riven. The options become ridiculous. The options really become ridiculous. How much Nihil key? 60. There you go. 60. I've been jumping jack. Does spawning a lich lava or whatever it's called over and over count as a farm? Yes, it does. Yeah, it does, Alistair. And we have that on the list, thankfully. Down to Lavaling. Boom. We got that one. Get Mirage Augment, better deal. You want to spread it out, because if you only buy one thing, like the Prism Guard here, then you've only got one item to move. That limits the velocity of your trades. Whereas if you pick up some of this, and then you pick up other bits and pieces that people are buying, You pick up some of the auras, especially when the auras go out of that cycle, you can get a lot more. Chat, I am going to have to leave you with Nora Knight for a moment here, because very unfortunately, I have gone through a fair amount of water, tea, and a lot of tea whilst I was out today. I just realised it was caffeinated tea, which explains my mood as well. So I'm going to be back in just a moment. That's all gone through me. In a second. And we're back. Hello again, Ja. Hope you didn't miss me too much. Righty, what am I here? Grind group. Enemy radar effects more. Oh, let's not even get onto enemy radar affecting spawn rates, please. No, I ain't touching that one. No. Why are Twitch ads so loud? That's a good question. I don't have an answer for you. Twitch ads just do Twitch ad things. If you don't want Twitch ads, by the way, subscribe. And best way to avoid it. Also, mostly hitting that means that now people joining in for the next while, I don't know exactly how long, I think it's like maybe 20 minutes, won't get ads, which is great. We trade out some ads when there's nothing happening for no ads when there is something happening. It works out. Kinda, mostly. Hey, Kadoma, love the streams, Ken, always get something out of them. My pleasure, my dude. Welcome in, hope you're doing well yourself. Are you going to be streaming later, in fact? I don't know. Remember if you stream Sundays, but all the same. Welcome in. Actually, you're saying Prism Guide is a weird example since it's normally only available through Conclave. We're saying for 40-50 plat each before into Nightway rotation. Yeah, there are some bits here which will take a while to rotate around, so they're worth trading. They are worth trading. Chuck saying, don't you hate it when a DLC comes out for PC, but you have the game on console or vice versa? You want to watch the new content, but you don't want to spoil yourself? I get what you mean. It's not usually a problem for me, but I get what you mean. I get what you mean. You take the weekends off? I mean, that's sensible, Kadoma. That is sensible. I stream 3 days a week, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. It works into the schedule of both myself and those that I live with, so that's why I take those particular days. Do more people use the void capture for Argon or relic farms? Void captures are relic farms, absolutely. If you're getting Argon crystals, either, if you want to do it with a group, you can do void, say, defenses, or mobile defenses. Is there one here? No, that's syndicate stuff. Or you just sprint through the exterminate or capture yourself. I would stick with the captures, but sprint through it with a crate breaker. I wouldn't do Argon farms through relic cracking, because you want to go out of your way to get those Argons, but if you don't mind just kind of taking a bit longer and getting it more passively, then yeah, just sprint through the mission, bring a crate buster like Zaku or Limbo, you'll be golden. Like, I can demo that. I can absolutely demo that. Let's just act like it was a Void Fisher, but otherwise, we just get one of the earlier game frames. Limbo. Now, granted, Limbo, I do have some better mods than your typical early game player, but still, the same kind of stuff applies. The same kind of stuff applies. You bring a loot frame when you need Argon. Loot frame could work, but Argon is more a case of actually getting the drops to appear rather than doubling the drops. That would be my personal opinion on it. Loot frames tend to only bonus up the loot from kills, whereas world spawns make up a lot of Argon as well. But I mean, let's go for a quick run on Hairpin. We might get 0, we might get more. I don't have any boosters on at the moment, I don't think.
We received intel that somebody
Okay, we can just... Wow, whatever that was. Yeah, no boosters on. Like, if you go through a capture mission and just let it happen as a matter of course, that's fine for relic fishers, but then it's more you're just in the place where Argons happen, rather than farming the Argons. It's a bit more incidental, passive rather than active. There's some guys in the void drop Argon. Enemies can drop Argon because it is a location resource, but it's not as common as getting it from well loot in my experience. Just wrap the capture up there. Also here, I might as well pop Golden Instincts. Is there anything to scan? There is not. That's unfortunate.
Well done.
But I'm not using this to kill the enemies. That it kills the enemies is mostly coincidence because of the really low level. And I'm not hard farming the mission because I'm mostly making a point as to just how you can go about. I see there's a large cluster of stuff over here. I pop in, flap the area, and just kind of do a quick scoop around. And I know there's no item for me to spot either because I've used Golden Instincts and it's saying Baron. So I don't even need to pay attention to the minimap for stuff that doesn't move or anything like that. There we are. Argon, passively acquired. Oh, sorry. It's more active, but acquired without focusing on kills. Now, if you had a booster, obviously that'd be a double. If you had Smeeta with you, even more. Hey, look at that, another one. Anyone says that Argons are hard to get, they're just not trying, I'll be quite honest with you. They're just not trying. Look at that. How long was that? That was 2 minutes, 3 Argon crypts. Where 3? Where was the third one? Okay, I'll take it. Easy peasy. First one was a double? Oh, that first one was a double. Huh, what do you know? As we're saying, if you have a boost, you'll get a double. I had a double. Didn't even notice. It would have been a quad. It would have been a quad. Did they massively increase the Argon drop rate? I've not noticed any particular massive increase or patch notes to that effect, so... Ray saying, all non-defense, non-inception missions in the Void have at least one Argon Pegmatite, the container for crystals. Yeah, it's a case of actually finding it, and that's where Crate Buster AoE ability, or like Cataclysm, or like the 4th on Zaku, whatever the name of that is. Those are great. Busting those crates, busting those pegmatites, so then your companion can scoop it up for you. Yeah. Do I plan to make a video about the difference between additive and multiplicative bonus? I did plan on doing it. However, I then completed the video and uploaded it, Thomas. I'm going to just pop that command in there. In my guide on how damage is calculated, that's where additive versus multiplicative matters. And absolute bonuses, by the way, that's a separate thing. I already covered it. So yes, I did plan on doing it, and then I did it. Did I paint my ship after my limbo? Looks great. I didn't paint them after one another, in terms of one base on the other. They just share a color scheme. Because that color scheme is primarily this palette here, the Orokin palette. Orokin is those greys, whites, golds, yellows, and blues, which work quite nicely, I think. It works quite nicely. Remember watching that getting a headache? Well, math does that to a lot of people, yeah. Little do people realize that math is actually the sexiest of all of the intellectual disciplines. It really is. Math is the sexiest one out there. I can prove that. Very simply, chat. How many people open up a math textbook, look at what's inside and go, fuck me. Nothing else quite does it. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. It's been a day.
Another pun? How humiliating.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I deserve that admonishment from Ordis. I deserve it. Anyway, at least a lot of you didn't see that coming. And that's good enough for me. I'll take it. Alright. Say sorry, but yeah, I'm not sorry. I'm apologizing, but I'm not sorry. Which is probably the worst kind of apology. Don't do that, chat. But will I be able to bypass that fault? Never in my life. I shall forever remain single because of it. Anyway, we have the reverse of the bad joke button's effect. The bad joke pun is encouraging me to make bad jokes. Kind of some, I guess. Oops. Oh well, you figured it out. You figured it out. There we go. Lovely moment right there. Anyway, let's have a look at these then. What do we need to figure out? These are just as a matter of course. Nightwave ranks, we can figure out standing per week, per rank, etc. So I'll put as an and. So working up to that, we can bear that in mind. Unlimited shop rewards, steel essence, there's a farm there to think about. The pinions, how long does it take to get the pinions? Slivers, how long does it take to get them? Nightwave, see above. That's a thing to think about. Vitus essence, that's a farm to consider. Steel essence, already considered here. Requiem relics, opening and well, there's getting and opening. So both of those to consider there. Parazoning a Lich. I'm just going to hand wave that away. There is no way Parazoning a Lich is a legitimate farm of any real amount of Kuva, so nope. I'm just putting a big old nope on that. Downing a Lavaling, unlikely, but I can make a note on it. Kuva Disruption, again, unlikely, but it needs measuring, so really we gotta check that one. Kuva Survival, we can kind of math it out, but we probably shouldn't. We should probably do an empirical check on that one. We should probably do an empirical check on that. Yeah. I would just say, if you say Argon is easy, I disagree from my experience. In the last weeks, I've ran through, got very unlucky with the tiles, spent 10 minutes, couldn't find a crystal. Using a limbo range, Catabomb build. Right, well, here's your problem. If you spent 10 minutes in a mission, Alpha Delta, you spent too long in the mission. You spent too long in the mission, because you're not supposed to search the entire mission. The whole point in the Crate Buster is that you clear out a huge corridor of the mission whilst quickly going forwards. So that if you don't get it, you don't get it. If you do get it, you do get it. You saw me just get 3 right there and then. You saw me get 3 right there and then, so yeah. Wouldn't Parazoning a Lich be happenstance of farming Requiem Relics? Yes, we can say that's... Well, you can farm Requiem Relics in another way as well, but kind of. So, alongside Relics, I'll put a ... because it's... I don't know. Because it's... Yeah, but... kinda. Kinda, I guess. It's an odd one. Because you could also just kind of piggyback off other people's Lich missions. Which, again, will have the Lich turn up from time to time, but mostly is about the Relicking. It's hard to say, really, isn't it? Chuck say you were spared by Twitch not working would have got this particular sentence out of context. Oh, well, that's a thing, isn't it? How quickly do Siphons and Floods recharge? Oh, yeah, they're limited, aren't they? You can't keep doing those, can you? What's the time gate on that? That is a point I didn't think about. Also flashbang. Whoops. Rotate every hour? Alright. 5 missions plus a 6. Can appear on up to 2 planets. Whatevs. I search for hour, I get a 24-hour cycle. Wow. Siphons are tied to actual mission node in real time. I just wanted a confirmation. Is it definitely 1 hour? Come on, where is it? Does the wiki not have anything on it? What's all the... No, it's how to do the mission. It's secondary objective. Tips. When in group. Frames to bring. Clouds. Boosters. Kavat. If not found it. Nothing on there. That's weird. That is... Am I missing something? I have the enemy page, not the... What? Oh, is this not the right page for this? It should be. Missions, PvE, mission types. No, that's the page for it. This is mission types, that's the page for it. Is it going to indicate over here? Not you, not you. Kuva Siphons. We have got a timer on it. It's 30 minutes at the moment, so it's at least 30 minutes on balance, and statistically speaking, that's most likely to be the hour, as you say, yeah. We'll check on that in half an hour. That's about the end of stream. Cool. Chat, remind me, at the end of stream, check how long is on the Kuva Siphons. Someone, please try and remind me at the end of stream. Check on the Kuva Siphons. We'll be certain on the time then. My favourite kind of knowing things is absolutely certain. As I said, I've heard good things about Kuva Disruption, but rate will depend a lot on gear and rates. Yeah. Well, let's theorycraft that, actually. We can theorycraft the Disruption bit right now. Let's bring back the page there. Kuva Disruptions. Later, Chalk. At the end. Not tell me to do it at the end. At the end, tell me to do it. Come on, Chalk. Come on! Right, let's theorycraft this. Kuva. So, going for the C rotation is going to be better than the B, because as much as the B has 5% higher chance, it is nearly half the amount of Kuva. So, we can assume then a optimal farming squad wants to go BB, CC, and then C forever. So, we can just math it out based on that. Very simply. Right then. This is great. So, for the Disruption. Did I accidentally just mute things? No, I didn't hit that key that time. Good. For the Disruption, we'll be going 200, 200, and then 350 thereafter. But it's only 95% of the time, so it's actually we just multiply 350 by 95%. Equivalent to 332.5 thereafter. That's what it's roughly equivalent to. So let's see then. I'd say that 1 minute round is probably impossible. So, impossibly fast. 1 min round. I'm fairly certain that even the best of the best groups aren't going to be pulling off a 1 minute round. Like, if people are consistently doing a 1 minute round of Kuva survival, then power to you. But I'm pretty sure that's impossibly fast. That would suggest in 1 hour, 60 rounds, they would be walking away with 400 plus 58 lots of 332.5, an average of 19,685 per hour. And then second plus hours of 60 rounds. God help them if they're actually this good. Comes out to 60 lots of 332.5, which is 19,950 per hour. So that gives you the base to work from, and then longer rounds kind of multiply down from there. Because if it's 2 min rounds, that comes out to around 10k per hour. 4 minute rounds, we can just, it multiplies down again. 5k per hour, and so on. And that is the only reward. Wait, no, I've missed something. Yeah, I did miss something. The Demolishers drop 51 killed as well, so that's an extra 200 per round. Extra 200 per round. So, on the 60 rounds there, 60 times 200, we're adding on an extra 12,000. That's quite a bit of difference. My bad. See, this is why we triple check things. So that would actually be 31,000 odd. So this would come down to, at 2 minute rounds, yeah, about 16k, 4 minute rounds, about 8k per hour. That's better. That is better, but still, that gives us our baselines there. We don't actually need to go into the disruption. We can use those baselines there and attribute that then to different people's skill levels. Someone who takes 3 minutes per round can look at those numbers and go, ah, right, so I'd get 12k Kuva per hour. Excellent. Boom. That's if you go vacuum it up. We're assuming that as well, Jock, yeah. That's why I'm saying 1 minute round is impossibly fast. And these give us the for 4 odd numbers. I think once we get below 4 minute rounds for efficiency, there's no way it's going to be worth it, is it? Alright, yeah. And I see Ray trying to point that out as well. Sorry, Ray, missed that. Okay, then. So that already has disruption sorted. Gonna put hashes there for counted through. Bounties, need to think about the farm on that. Floods and siphons, we also need to worry about. Is it a 1 hour lock? Because that might make them technically limited, but still it takes out a bit of time. Did I call you out on Ladybug's comment? Did I? What did I call you out? Chuck, you were saying, did I call you out on Ladybug's comment? I remember calling you out on specifically, let me just bring this up. Yeah, Chocadika at the Kengineer at the end of stream. Check on the Kuva siphons, you're welcome. That's what I'm calling you out on. If I called you out on something else as well, I'm sorry, your names are next to each other and both start with a C. Alright, yeah, I see. Vacuum, Chocadika, chat must have jumped at the same time, my bad. The both of you are chatting a lot and you both start with C and chat is going blah, 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 blah. Forgive me on that, please. Or don't forgive me. Honestly, I couldn't give a shit. Quite frankly. I make mistakes, deal with it. My bad. Wanting a bit of rock, no vocals. Got it. Subscribe! I won't give a shit, apparently. No, don't do that. Or do subscribe, but don't take that. Fuck, I've made a mess of that one now. Let's just switch to music, shall we? And call it a day. Not an issue, but funny people notice instead. Not an issue either. Excellent, we're all past it then. This is Ken on caffeine. This is apparently Ken on caffeine. This is apparently Ken on really dry topics after dealing with the YouTube comments going absolutely batshit insane because I dared to not mention their baby, the Panzer Vulpaphiler. And of course, the Baruch mains coming out of the woodwork to be like, oh my god, I like using Blessing on Baruch. I'm like, why are you using Arcane Blessing on Baruch? Of all Warframes that does not need Arcane Blessing, why Baruch? The Baruch mains, they're a menace. There are Urani mains, they're a weird call. Then there are Baruch mains. Pretty much every main that comes out of Fortuna, let's be honest now. Let's be honest. If you main a frame that comes out of Fortuna, you're weird. Blanket statement. Hildra mains, you're weird. Baruch mains, you're weird. Urani mains, you're weird. Garuda mains, I'm calling you weird as well. You get it too. Sorry, that's just a fact now. You're all weird. You're a Wisp main, so you're a Simp main. Got it. And if your main frame comes from Deimos, then you hate yourself. Yes, I'm aware where Lavos comes from. Anyway. What mains aren't weird anyways? Point. Yeah, everyone's weird. We're all good. We're all weird. There is no redeeming feature for anyone. My main frame is Rhino. What's that say about you? That you have such serious anxiety, you need an extra layer of protective skin to hold back the world. You can't handle it. That you'll stomp to get attention. That your persona likes to roar. Take your pick. I'm getting mean now. What'd you get as an Nidus main? Probably chlamydia? I don't know. This is really bad. We should stop. Is this a roast stream? Apparently so. Okay. I was watching. I'm not too certain anymore. I'm really not too certain. What about monkey mains? I mean, the fact you call them monkey mains finishes that entire conversation itself, doesn't it, Mythic? We don't need to go any further on that one. Monkey mains has sold itself. Something great about an unhinged streamer who's normally composed and logical. The thing is, I'm actually both. It's about the time and place, chat, because we can immediately just nullify it all. I can switch over to being in a much more normal, composed state on a whim. Because I've worked customer service, retail, on the phones, more than enough of it to immediately realign things if I need to. I like the freedom that I can have on stream, but then I can just nullify it and get back on with work. It's probably not the healthiest of things to be able to shut down your own emotions so easily, but there you go. You become a professional again. What about I pull out my Nidus when I get tired of dying mains? That's not a main. What if you don't have a main? Then you have a starter, side salad, or dessert. Or leave the restaurant because now you're just taking up space. What you saying about the embodiment of Lightning McQueen, Gauss, BPs on Uranus? Some parts need rank 4 Fortuna, some need rank 4 Steedus, and so on 3. What I say about them is fast.
Another pun? How humiliating.
Oh, leave me alone, Eddie. Leave me alone. I'm allowed a couple puns. What even is happening? It's a stream, Korokop. You've been here before. I broadcast to you some entertaining things. You guys enjoy the entertainment and subscribe for more entertainment. And if you're already subscribed, you tip instead. Exclamation mark tip. Why not? Meanwhile, Wisp mains, still Simp mains. Wismains really like chicken. Okay, of all the possible takes, that is the mildest I've heard for a Wismain ever. There are loads of different things that can be attributed to Wismains, but they really like chicken is exceedingly mild. And that's not even a roast at that point, that's uncooked. Chicken thighs, oh, there it is. There it is. Wisp's signature melee should just be a baseball bat. Saramains are the Mega Simps? Mega Plagues. No, don't. Said it now. Well, this just got terrible, chat. I'm turning off the chat. I don't want this on my stream anymore. Nope. Where is it? Where is Twitch chat? God, where is Twitch chat? Ah. Which one is the Twitch chat? There it is. Right, there we are. We're good. No, there we are. I'm not having this up on there. This is reaching levels I don't want to be broadcasting. I'm putting that away for now, chat. You're all in timeout. I'm taking it off the stream for a bit. Good lord. The Wismains are coming out in force and it's not looking good. Point to make. Max 5 ciphers per hour, 1 plus 1 flood per hour. Yes, Rady, yeah. Once we confirm for 100% it's 1 hour. It's going to be 1 hour, but once we confirm, absolutely, yeah. But yes. Hey, what would you say is the best way to get an idea of the price of a ribbon? This is a wonderful topic. Let's grab this one. Quetzal, I'm going to grab your topic and run with that entirely because there is absolutely nothing else to talk about on stream and definitely nothing to do with Wisp right now. Let's talk about that, shall we? What would say is the best way to get an idea of the price of ribbon? Well, basically, the best way to get an idea of the price of a ribbon is to look at what other people are selling that same ribbon for, or near enough that same ribbon. That's what we want to be looking at. So, the worst way to do that is to open up trade chat here and see what people are selling their ribbons for, because you're going to find a load of absolute lies and slander there. So don't do this. Don't look at what people are offering. Want to buy Rifle Ribbon mod 15 Platinum. How much are they going for on Warframe Market? I don't actually know the price, but let me just have a look here. Rifle Ribbon, Warframe Market price, 1920 plat. Not that far off it, but still lower. Not that far off it, but still lower. And that's for veiled stuff. So, when it comes to your ribbons overall, don't look at trade chat. Do yourself a better deal and have a look instead at Warframe Market or Ribbon Market. Warframe Market, I'm told, is the bigger part of where it's at these days, and that's fine. Flashbang, by the way. Sorry, should have warned you. Anyway, you go over to warframe.market. Beautiful website. Make sure you set it to the right platform. I'm on PC, of course. And then you head on over to the contract section. So this is where you have your unique items, your ribbon mods, as well as listings for liches and sisters. And what you want to do is you want to search for your ribbon type. Say we're looking for the Fullman, and you want to search for just one of the stats. If you are selling it based on the stats that it has, look for one of those stats to get you started. So say I have one which has crit damage on it. And we want to sort by price ascending, yep. Let's put that search through. And here we can see the Fullman ribbons that are being sold with critical damage on it. So you go through to get an idea and you start looking for where does your ribbon rank along these. So we got someone here doing crit damage, toxin, damage to corpus. The crit damage and toxin, those are two good stats. Those are great for the Foreman. Also, Ronald, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. You know what? Fresh Mugger Tea right here. Thank you very much for reaching up onto that 2 months. Enjoy your lovely bronze badge, my dude. Cheers. The first one's obviously fake. Yeah, actually, yeah. This one's a fake. This should be reported, frankly. Can we report this one? How do we... This is clearly bullshit, and it's ancient as well. One thing to pay attention to is how old is it? Where's the report button? Is there a report button on this one? I've lost interest. It deserves reporting. You thought the sub wasn't going to pop up because I hit the chat? No, they're on separate feeds. They're on separate feeds. But yeah, you start comparing your way through. And in fact, let's price up one of my ribbons. Let's do an actual pricing. Why not? Because I have a Foreman ribbon. Why I mentioned it. If it could search, that'd be great. Here we are. So, I'm going to open up the screen just because it's easy to look at. I've got crit chance, crit damage, damage to Grenier, which I think is a pretty nice roll overall. The damage to Grenier isn't amazing, and it would be better with a negative to boost the positives on it, but yeah. So, we want to find one that is of a similar nature, or similar power levels. Find a few if possible. But we can start to compare them. The reason I say only one stat is that if you search all the stats of yours, you're going to narrow down your search too much to be able to compare otherwise. Is there any way to control what a weapon Riven rolls for? No. You cannot control Riven rolls or weapon determinations in any way in this game, no. The only thing that is controlled is it a rifle Riven? Is it a shotgun Riven? And once it's determined what weapon it's for, you control it for that weapon because it's already that weapon. That's it. That's all you'll control. So, we got crit damage, electricity, minus magazine. And that magazine negative is a bit rough. And plus electric isn't really amazing on the Foreman, so we can keep moving past that one. Plus impact, plus status chance, that's pretty poor. Plus puncher is pretty poor. We can keep going past these. You can see the prices are going up and up. Because these are just individuals. Bit of fire rates, nothing amazing to talk about. Is there a link to the playlist or name of the current song? It's asking me. It's called Kill It Anyway, the instrumental version from String Beats. Crit damage, damage cold. That's not a terrible one. That's not a terrible one overall. We got a 90 plat. Plus damage isn't amazing, but then I've got the plus faction and small bonus of that, so... We got one thing there, 90 plat, that could kind of match in. As we go further through, none of these are really amazing. Crit damage, plus damage grenadier, plus fire rate, that kind of fits in as well, by out of 100. So we're starting to get a vibe as to where people are selling things. You compare for ribbons which feel about comparable. Why is no one leveling up their ribbons? Because they don't feel like it. That one's a fake, because all those stats are only 1%, says. Crit damage, minus ammo maxis chance, nah, that's not a good pick. Again, crit damage, fire rate, and plus reload speed. That's a terrible stat, but these two are good stats. Again, it's about 100. And you see we're getting 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. What's it take to start going beyond that? This is how you get that idea. Now, if we wanted to be more specific, if you want to dig less, you can narrow it down as well. By adding on the second stat, so critical chance. What happens if I search for crit damage, crit chance? And you see the prices here have jumped up quite a bit because people are valuing those two stats, but also there's fewer of them. So it's harder to be certain if that's where things really sit. But it's actually looking at 100 would be an easy sell, 200 would be more competition to get it. Is it the same account as the other fake? I'm not going to even look on that, sorry, Chalk. If you want to have a look, you know the website to go to. Do these mid-revens even get bought though? Yes, because some people have a budget. Some people have a lower budget. I have sold many a mid-tier ribbon. I think I have... Do I have a better history through Ribbon Market? Oh, I'm going to need to say that off the screen in a sec. There we go. Cool. Does it have my Ribbon history? Oh, come on. Just says I've sold them. I don't know if I can actually see the ones I've sold. No, I can't. But I can confirm for you that people do buy mid-tier ribbons. Ribbons with a bit of rollage on them to get them kind of somewhere, but nothing overpriced. You have to bring the prices down, of course, compared to a high roll or god roll. But that's how the dynamic works. As Lady was saying, this is a whole example why I don't sell ribbons. Too much guessing, too much RNG. It's marketing. It's just straight up marketing, and the more time you're willing to put into it, the more time you're able to spend online, the more time you're able to promote what you have to sell, the better price you can get for it, and the sooner you can get it. Because at the end of the day, every single ribbon is only worth as much as someone is willing to pay for it. That's just an absolute fact. You can't get past that. Just quick aside from that, Gus going to say, hey, Kengineer, would you ever do in-depth helmet guide or Kuva Tenet weapon guide? I've done Kuva Tenet weapon guides in terms of the damage types you want to be having on them, and I've covered the Tenet weapons, or some of the Tenet weapons, the sister ones in more detail as well. I do bits and pieces here and there. Helmet guide, helmet, it comes down to what you're using it for, so a single guide can't cover that properly, no. And the spirit saying it's tautology? Well, it is, because it reinforces the point that people don't bring the two together sometimes. The value of a ribbon isn't a fixed fact. The value of this forming ribbon, you can't just say it has this value, job done. Because to some people that'll be too expensive, to some people it'll be stupidly cheap. It all comes down to getting the actual trade to happen. Quetzal has already run into this exact issue. Quetzal saying, Kengineer, found a ribbon with the exact same stats going for 3,300 platinum, but I just can't understand who would pay that much for a ribbon. Who says anyone is? The only thing you have found there, Quetzal, is that someone is trying to sell or offering a ribbon for that price. And this is where there is the trap of narrowing down your stats too much, is that you don't see similar powered ribbons. You don't see similar listings to get a more broad idea as to the actual prices people are asking for, and likewise you're not seeing the sold ribbons. You're not seeing the actual trades that are happening. If anything, the listings show you what is too high a price. Because if the price was too low, then it would already be sold. Someone would see it go, oh, that's a great deal, snap, bought. Not entirely true. There is a time delay between listing and selling. You have to take that into account. But what we're seeing are the trades which have yet to succeed in getting a buyer. Have we looked at Ribbon.market yet too? I briefly opened it, but yeah. Ribbon.market is another website for selling ribbons similar to Warframe.market. Listing your ribbons on both is a good idea. The more places you list them, the more likely you are to get a sale. This feels like CSGO knives or TF2 hats. Yes and no, no and yes. Those are more cosmetic than anything else, so actually no. Whereas these do have actual functional differences in game. But the fact that people attribute seemingly random prices, yes, but that's because people are weird. Don't forget to check Kuva Siphons. Too early on that, Ladybug, but yes, thank you for the reminder. If I check now, I'm fairly certain I'll find it has like 2 minutes on it. If my memory serves me correctly. 5 minutes. Okay, a little bit further to go. My memory did not serve me correctly. So yeah, ribbon listing is a... it's an art, it's not a science. It's about a vibe. I have before now, for example, with selling ribbons, I've listed about 15 of my ribbons, both on Ribbon Market and on Warframe Market at the same time. I got about half my trades from each of the two websites, so make of that what you will. And as a result... Oh, someone posted a link when they're not a subscriber. The bot thought you were a bot. That was what happened there, sorry, Limeg. Yeah, between the two, just list it on both. Why not? You got the time, you got the ability to do so, you might as well. And they sold over the course of about a week or so, just making myself available so that people could reach out to me whilst I'm online, go, hey, I want to buy this. Yeah, sure, let's do it. The more you're online, and the more you promote your trade, even putting it into trade chat, the more likely you are to get a sale. Trade chat is very low return for effort because, well, your trade appears here for seconds. You can see the timestamp right here, 21:53. Even if I grow this up, that's as far as we can see. The chat falls off the top then, even though I've grown the chat window. So that's as far as it's going to be visible. People aren't constantly scrolling. That's as much as we can get away with. That's what you have to take into account, that trade chat, you've got a couple minutes of viewership at most on your offer. And yeah, people are going to try and haggle that down. You're going to have a lot of wasted time speaking to people who are you. If you want to sell your stuff, don't ask for an offer. Please, for the love of God, do not ask for an offer. You are wasting your time. Because the only people that will respond will try to undercut you. Legitimate buyers are not going to wait around trying to set an offer. Because asking for an offer, you're saying to the person, tell me how much you would pay. I'm going to cross my fingers that you want to pay more than it's worth. Don't do that. It's transparent, it's ugly, and it's a waste of everyone's time. You know how much you want to sell your ribbon for. You know already what you would be happy with as a price because you hold that to heart. And you know that's true because if someone offered you 5 platinum, you go, no. No, my ribbon is worth more than that. Okay, they offer you 20 platinum. No, my ribbon's worth more than that. Go through that conversation in your head. Feel for a price. And that's why I say look over at the ribbon market and Warframe market. Get that idea first. But mostly, avoid this. This is if you have already listed your ribbons everywhere and you still want to push them further, then you turn to trade chat as well. But mostly you can avoid that. To help you with trade chat, by the way, though, one thing that some people might not be aware you can do is that you can list multiple ribbons, actual ribbons at once, by typing in ribbon mod, and then again ribbon mod, and then again ribbon mod, and then again ribbon mod. You can just do that, I think it's like 6 or 7 times over. And then when you press enter, you can just select the ribbons you want to fit into those slots, and it's in order. So if I put ribbon mod 10 plat, ribbon mod 20 plat, ribbon mod 30 plat, ribbon mod 40 plat, I can then click the respective ribbons. Be like, so it's the Bolto one I'm offering, and then the Strezza, and then it's the Ferox one I'm offering. I'm going to cancel that there because I don't want to send the message. Yeah. The limit is relatively low doing it that way, but it allows you to link the direct ribbons, which can help with sales, because then people know exactly what they're getting up front. Put a price on it, people know what to haggle against. Job done. What ribbons do people generally look for? That's a good question as well. Also, Eggman, thank you. Appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed the video. Welcome into the chat here. Ribbons that people look for fall usually into a few distinct categories. They will be looking for unrolled ribbons. I don't know if I have an example of that to show you, but I'm going to have a look. Yeah, so here we are. Perfect. Axamati. This ribbon is unrolled. You can see in the bottom right, it doesn't have the rotation little symbol on it like on here. So that means that it is as cheap as possible for that person to roll. This is going to be a low value ribbon overall, but not the lowest, because the person's still going to have to invest Kuva, but it is cheap for them to do. Thank you, Kahl and Kuva. Yeah, let's do that now. Let me just check that real quickly. Oh, for crying out loud. 1 minute on it. Ah. The second type of ribbon that people look for are high stat. Sometimes referred to as god rolls, but people use that term meaninglessly. So if someone's trying to offer you a god roll, just change that phrasing in your head to high stats. And even then that might be a lie if they're using the word god roll. So on my Amprex, for example here, this prior to the release of the Steel Path was actually a very good roll. Even still now it's a good one. I've got critical damage on there, I've got electric damage on an already electric weapon, so that synergizes nicely, and I've got plus damage, which, as I say, pre-Steel Path was an amazing pickup. And I've got minus zoom, which is a harmless negative. Those kinds of high impact stats to match in what the weapon is good at are amazing pickups. If you had yourself a weapon which was a low crit weapon, it couldn't really benefit from crits, then this would be... the crit damage there would be terrible. Because why would you want crit damage on a weapon that can't actually do crits? Alpha Delta with a highlights message. Video stream idea. Use RNG program to pick a frame, primary technique melee, companion and focus score. Try to make it as OP as possible with existing synergy. It's an idea. I'm not sure how that would really go down without re-rolling until it was something interesting, and at that point I might as well decide it myself. I don't see it fitting my channel, I'll be honest, Alpha Delta. It's an interesting idea, it could lead to an interesting video for someone else, but I don't see it looking great for myself, to be honest, no. Crown Ladybug saying, generally, how good are ribbons with 2 elements considered to be? It depends on the weapon, Ladybug. And the reason it depends on the weapon is it depends on, are you looking to put the elements on there just so that the elements are present? So say like cold and toxin, so you've just got some viral happening, but you need to get the other mod spaces free. Or is it a weapon that actually doesn't want elements at all? It all comes down to the use cases. It all comes down to use cases. What abilities work on acolytes? Some. That is a question that cannot be answered in a single stream. Yeah. Now, there's other types of ribbons I've not covered so far, because we said unrolled and then high stat ribbons. Your other ones would be your collector's ribbons. So ribbons which are rolled to, say, 100 or 1,000 times over. Some collectors will go for it. Thanks, guys. You don't need to shout, Alpha Delta. You really don't need to shout, but okay. Expired? There we go. It's exactly 1 hour. Cool. Bang on. So collectors will look for ribbons with very specific stats for the funsies, like maybe 69% crit damage or 69% in some stat. Some people find that funny. So if you had something exactly on that, collectors may be interested. And likewise, on a similar vein, you'll have ribbons for meme situations. So like on a projectile weapon, if you have minus 99% projectile speed, so the shot just kind of lingers in the air. Some people like that stuff. Whilst it's not a very effective ribbon, it's not a good ribbon, and it's not an unrolled ribbon, it is a collectible ribbon. How does elemental combination when you have ribbons with elements? Very simple, Mythic Spirit. Take the ribbon, rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. So like here, the Amprex, I put the image to the right, and the stats flipped to stack as well. I don't know if I'm flipping correctly for the camera there, but you get what I mean. Rotate it clockwise, and that is the order the elements apply. So the ones at the bottom apply before the ones on the top. For no good reason. Just rotate the ribbon 90 degrees clockwise in your head. Job done. Got minus 100% multi-shot once. Do you know if that gun wouldn't shoot? You would have the firing animation and nothing comes out. Your gun would be firing blanks. Yeah. In fact, do I have a minus multi-shot or minus damage for that? That's not leveled. Do I have a leveled one? Also, by the way, this is an absolutely pog ribbon, not gonna lie. Plus 296% damage, plus 161% multi-shot, plus 91% fire rate on one mod. Shame about the minus damage to Grenier, but otherwise, oh! But no, I don't have a neg to multi-shot. Do I have one to... Ooh, I can't spell. Damage? I got a few different types of damages here, so that's going to be a bit more annoying to look through. If only I could search negative specifically. Luz. Come on. Oh, did I get rid of it? I know I had one at some point. At some point I had a stupid one, but I'm probably gotten rid of it because... well, it was stupid. Oh well, never mind. But yeah, if you get to minus... if you get yourself down to 0 damage or 0 multi-shot, then your gun stats just vanish. The damage stats just go away. True facts. Want to know what the first ribbon was? Sniper shot ribbon? Fair do. Fair do. My first ribbon was for the Amprex. It's that first ribbon I showed you just there. This was my first ever ribbon, and in 3 rolls, I got plus crit, plus electric, plus damage. Newbie me was like, holy shit! I was MR8 at the time. The Amprex is MR10. So I had to level up just to be able to use my first ever ribbon. But yeah. So, there's a lot I've gone over in ribbons there. And I know there's a lot to take in. And yes, it is work selling ribbons. Let me just shrink that down. There we are. I like to have that as small as possible. It is work selling ribbons. But your best way to go about it is putting it onto Ribbon Market, putting it onto Warframe Market, both places at the same time, put in the effort, And you want to be comparing to ribbons of a similar power level. So don't over-filter. Filter by just one stat. You can filter by 2 if you need to narrow it down further, but start by just filtering 1 stat to get an idea. And that is how you can price your ribbons. Price below what others are selling. Either on par if you've got time to wait, or below if you want to actually sell the ribbon. Because the ones you are seeing are the ones which have not sold. That's a crucial thing to remember. You see a 3,000 platinum ribbon offer, it's an offer, not a sale. The stories of 10,000 plat sale ribbons are not things you should be considering, because in 99.99% of circumstances, that's not going to be you. And of the remaining circumstances, there's a 50-50 chance you'll end up with stolen platinum, and great, now your account's going to be into negative platinum because DE took it off you. Avoid the mega trades, it's not worth it. And lastly, when it comes to trade chat, you can list your ribbons there. It's high effort for low returns overall, but you can list your ribbons there. Put a price with them. Or if you put up a list of a bunch of ribbons and people ask for an offer, just give them a price. If you ask for people to offer to you first, most of them won't respond. Of the few that respond, you will get lowballed. It's a waste of your time. And that, I think, wraps it up. It's about time we do a platinum giveaway. It's a platinum you can't trade, but it's platinum you can spend on those shiny weapon Warframe slots and cosmetics, so why would you not want it? So with that, if you haven't already done so, exclamation mark ticket in the chat to give yourself a chance to win it, chat. I'll give you guys just another minute on that for anyone who has missed typing that in so far. I know some people forgot. There's always some people who regularly this year and they still get to the end of the stream like, oh shit, I didn't type that in. I'll give you guys a moment on that one there. Here they come, the whole swarm of tickets. You love to see it. So everyone's saying, look at the sending ribbon price and Zenith ribbons Warframe market. You know what? I think I'll pass on that one, to be honest. As funny as it can be to see how stupid some people write things in, actually it's not that funny. It's just tiring when people just put random crap on. Do you need to link Warframe to Twitch first? Nope, you don't, Alpha Delta. Nope, you just type in exclamation mark ticket for a chance to win it on this giveaway. Yeah, Ray, I understand there are some people who don't want to join in. That's just fine as well. That's absolutely fine. Looks like the bot might have been rate limited on the messages, guys. That's unfortunate. I did not realize there were that many people here who hadn't grabbed a ticket. But Surfcutter, you've got one. Manga Boy, you've got one. Alpha Delta, you've got one. Hoverwolf, you've got one. And that just... Yeah, the bot is keeping up. The messages are stopped, but the bot is keeping up. I see Ekman just went in. Okay, never mind. The bot is struggling now. Unless Ekman already had one. Ekman, you've been on for a while, so you probably actually have one. Don't mess with me. But the bot does get rate limited. It can only send so many messages every few minutes. There we are. Terry Loves just grabbed themselves a ticket. Ragot's got one. Bolts has got one. Ekman don't know if I've mistyped. Well, Ekman, try it again right now. The bot's back, so why not? But just you, Ekman. Everyone else is already in. Don't do it. Don't forget to put chat back on stream. Do I put chat back on stream? I'm going to poll this one. Do you guys want chat on the screen or not? Have chat on screen. Yes or no? Very simple. 1 minute poll. Because some people don't want it cluttering up the screen, I can appreciate, and other people want to see the message come through. So, poll time. Do you want to see chat on screen? Yes or no? I've had it on for a very, very long time, but I've turned it off just now because people are getting a little bit raunchy. Oh, that is a very split vote. That is very split vote. I didn't expect it to be quite so contentious. I expected massively one way or the other. I would say depends. Wismane's around still. Oh, yeah. Huh. I mean, that is quite the split. I'll give you guys a few more moments to vote on that poll there to have the chat on screen or not, but that is massively swinging towards no at the moment. Also, I turned off the ability to multi-vote on this one, so it's 1 vote per person. Grandlady was saying, I like knowing what you're actually responding to when I'm watching VODs. I mean, that's why I usually read out what I'm responding to, Ladybug. I will only not read out something I'm responding to if it's a very throwaway moment. But yeah, at a 60-40 split, that is what I consider very contentious, but the majority vote there is no. Interdasting. Can be handy for YouTube videos? Can be, but at the same time, there's also the delay between a message popping up and me responding to it as well. There's a bit of a mixing there too. But you can't ignore the actual vote there. You can't ignore the actual vote saying that the majority of people don't actually want it on for all the reasons that people are giving for wanting it there. Many people saying they don't want it. In fact, I want to hear some voices from those who say no, because there's a majority of you here. I want to hear that. Some of you who voted no, what's your reason for voting no, please? Because at the moment, I've only seen reasons yes, but also the vote is no. I've missed some, guaranteed. But yeah. Let's see. Tonight, fun in general. That's a yes vote. I like chat on stream. That's a yes vote. Personally love it. Yes vote. Where's the no votes? Moose voted no for screen real estate reasons. More space on screen is always nice. Don't limit. I'm disagreeable. Don't really care. What, you mean you voted no just for the hell of it? Okay. Screen clutter. We got ears. Fair. Clutters a screen. When we have chat on the side, if you watch the VOD, you also get the chat replay. You don't get it on YouTube. Point. But otherwise, yeah. I can always see chat on my screen when what do I want it twice? Again, it's on the replay, but most people don't watch the replays. Almost no one watches the replays, actually, comparatively speaking. More space, one chat is enough. Looks cleaner, stream chat is always behind anyways. It is always behind. And then I'm behind the chat. Something that isn't cut by... Oh, sorry. If something gets cut that isn't by a bot, I won't have a chance to go on screen. Not sure I follow. Just messed up the screen because when I want to read chat, I can read it on the side. When I want to watch the gameplay, I go full screen. That's fair. ICO say yes, but I'm a mod. Oh yeah, mod's different. Nikiomi saying Warframe's already cluttered enough, so having chat there just makes it overwhelming. Fair enough. Balti say I said no to support you. I mean, I put the poll to go either way on you guys, but fair enough. Raccoon, the fact you read the questions out made mine a very weak yes, not fussed either way. Fair do. Bolt saying because you wanted it off for a reason. Alright, well, I mean, I had it off for a specific reason at that moment because the Wisp mains were getting a bit... Wisp mainy. Wisp mains know why they are regarded in a certain way. Ace, I have the chat on the side, theatre mode, so streamers have put the chat on the video, it's just there twice. I find the chat in stream useful for replays, or if I don't type in chat because I would not have it open. That's a bit of a mix both ways, yeah. Palmer say, if you have to ban a comment, it will appear on screen before you move it. Fair point, yes. Stream chat on screen is typically very small, so messages can disappear too fast to be read. That's fair. Ray, prefer it on screen, but my reasoning in the tea lounge. Oh, Ray, if you have to type an essay for this thing, you're typing too much. But he put it in the tea lounge. Let's have a look. Ray saying, in response to should chat be on screen, I like it on the screen. However, I acknowledge that people don't like the cluttering. But since we don't really need to read the in-game chat on screen, could it be resized to cover up the in-game chat? I mean, sometimes people do want to see the in-game chat for the exactly same reasons they can't see it on the stream. That actually kind of goes the other way, Ray, as well. And that could have been in the chat. What happened with the Wisp mains? What doesn't happen with Wisp mains? There is a reason that the bonk emote on this channel is a Wisp. There is no mistake on that one. There is a reason the bonk emote is a Wisp. Wisp mains. Okay, I get what you mean now, Zom. I get what you mean now. Well, yeah, I've got then opinions from both sides there. So we got some people saying it's nice for the latency test. I get that, but then we have the emotes on screen. I just noticed that there, and that's a nice reminder. If you put an emote into your chat message, it appears on screen. There's your latency test. So that's already covered elsewise. Lovely. And now this is where everyone spams emotes. Now I've said it, but hey, that's going to happen. With regards to the replays, let me give you some numbers on that. Because you guys won't know the numbers unless you've looked into it. Let me give you the actual numbers on that. If I switch over to my replay account over on YouTube, in the last 28 days, I have 367 views across all videos on that channel. 367. I mean, quite frankly, that's basically nothing. That is basically nothing in terms of overall viewership. The watch time on that matches in as well to say it's not really a lot. What are you guys doing right now? We're actually wrapping up, okay, but we're finishing up on deciding on a change to the stream. So in terms of, oh, it's nice for the replays, I get it. But at the same time, I do read out what I'm responding to a lot of the time. Not just for the replay purposes, but also for people who aren't audio only. For those people who aren't reading the chat, wondering, what is Ken talking about? Well, I'm responding to, for example, Surfcutter has just said hi to Kodoma because Kodoma is here as well, and Kodoma's responded. I make that part of the stream. So, all told, I'm going to go with the majority vote on that. I'm going to go with the majority vote. The chat on screen is gone. We may readdress that at another point in time, but for now, I'm going to experiment with the stream without it. Full saying to be honest, that channel isn't really marketed. Didn't even know the replay channel existed until I joined the Discord. Discover the Upload Extra channel. Yeah, I don't really put much of a marketing onto it because, again, it's a very minor aspect of everything. It's self-fulfilling, but there's only so much of time to put into it. I could put more marketing into the replays channel, but by and large, people have already shown every time I talk about the replays, next to no traffic goes that way. There is very little. Like I say, 367 views across an entire month of streams. Considering that I stream 3 times a week, so that's 12 streams across 28 days, near enough, that comes out to about 30 views per stream, average. That's not even counting the views on historical streams over the past, where people go back to click on bits. 30 views per stream versus right this second there are 176 people here. And over the course of the stream there's probably been about a couple thousand? Probably something like that. Because people come in and out all the time. Yeah. I'll pop it that way. Ladybug saying, I dropped off the replays channel when I started to be able to make it to live more regularly, but like using it to catch up. Yeah, and it's there. The replays are there specifically for that. They start on Twitch, and then I move them over to YouTube as and when I have the opportunity to do so, so you will always find the backlog of them there, unless anything broke in the actual live play. But, yeah, that's really the long and short of it. Alright, they're not going to be there. I think I've laboured the point enough, chat. Let's see who's about to win some platinum. I'm going to close that right now. The winner today of the Platinum giveaway is going to be Raptor Mark II. We never asked what happened to Raptor Mark 1. That would be rude to do so. But Raptor Mark II, congratulations. You are the winner of today's Platinum giveaway. I'll be contacting you on Twitch shortly after this stream ends. Get a hold of your Warframe username and platform. We'll get that sent on over to you, my dude. Congratulations to Raptor. To everyone else, thank you very, very much for joining in today, especially to those of you who have subscribed throughout the stream today. So that is Ronald, to Juratan, to Hobbit, to Eddie, to Unholy Moondog, to the Red Stalker, to Gorilla with a Glock. All of you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for continuing to make it where the stream can be here. You guys have made it possible. I know everyone else watching has also made it possible, but you guys specifically, the ones supporting me, you're the ones that really make it possible, let's be honest now. I couldn't be here without your support, so thank you very much on that to all you guys. For now though, let's raid on over to another part of the Warframe community. Who are we going to raid today? I know it's not going to be Kodoma because they said they do not stream on a weekday. On a weekend even, they stream on weekdays. So we're going to have to go for someone else. I've also just given Kodoma a shout out, what do you know? They're alright. More than alright. Let's see, who do we raid today? Who do we think I'm raiding? Oh wow, that's new to Warframe, learning it, PvE, blah, blah, blah. I do not recognise this person at all, and I suppose if they're new, I mean, I kind of want to find out. Who's this newbie? Who is this newbie? I'm just going to mute my side a moment. You'll hear me, but not this person. Also, just double check on this real quickly. I think I caught them mid-burp. Yeah, they seem fine. Let's raid over. We have got a newbie to Warframe, so this means, chat, we get to show them the absolute best that this community has to offer. Me. And you. And you. You guys be on your absolute best behavior. Let's head on over to a newbie to Warframe, show them what we are all about and why Warframe is genuinely one of the best games for its community in the entire gaming circuit. But that is all from me. Thank you very much, guys, for joining in. I do hope you have yourselves a wonderful week ahead. I'll be back on for more Warframe on Wednesday. In the meantime, fight well, Tenno. Bye-bye.